There'll be comedy and a lot of fuss that ends for us real happily. Hey, a movie. We can watch it all develop, starring everybody. Hello, everybody. Hi, I'm Pixel.
Hi, I'm not Pixel.
He's not Pixel. He's Sonic the Hedgehog. Is
Gotta
that
go
the voice you use for Sonic?
Actually, not. I literally all my voices when I do like Michelangelo stuff, it's pretty much like this, guys. How's it going? It's my Spider-Man voice, all that stuff together.
Not like me. Everything's either
Well, you do specific ones though.
Yes. There
Sonic,
are
well,
the ones that I favor.
Sonic, I gotta do a Pacific voice because I gotta go fast with the readings.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go quick.
And hello to Dark Admiral Marcher. Undead Quinn. Hello. Hello to Michael Mouse Taylor.
Michael Mouse Taylor.
And Minnie Desert Rose.
Did you send the link to a Melissa and an Amy?
I did.
Very good.
Is
this MK?
That is MK.
Hi, MK.
Hi. Hey, what's up, Pixel? Oh, so, yeah, buddy. How you doing? I heard you're coming back for Spaceballs too. Congrats, man. That's awesome.
You call me
I've heard people say confirming the Rick Moranis thing, but it's not even in IMDb or none of that stuff, so I'll believe it when I actually see it.
Everything is saying that he's going to be in it. Not only that, they're going to have Bill Pullman and his son, who is just in Thunderbolts.
Yeah, and people didn't like his Josh Gad. It's like, honestly, what don't people like Josh Gad?
Oh, his son's an actor too. That's cool. I didn't see Thunderbolts yet, so I don't.
But Josh Gad though, I don't get the hate for Josh Gad.
I mean, he's a little bit everywhere.
Did he do Russell T? He's not like Russell T Davies.
You don't even.
I saw the end of your
sense.
Dude. I watched the end of your. I was watching the end clip of your ranking the other day with Doctor Who.
Oh God.
And I was watching I started in the beginning and I was like, okay, well, one of them's good, and then I came back. I was like, holy crap, they're all at the end. They're all bad.
Because there were with the last season, like if it didn't end so badly, it could have been forgiven. Like there are a lot of things that you can go ahead and say, okay, well, I'll pass on this because I like this. Every episode that was there, we liked something about. But he screwed up the ending so bad. And, God, it's just like back when we had the 13th Doctor and everybody was saying, oh, they ruined Doctor Who. It's not because the Doctor is black now. It's not because the Doctor was a woman. It's because the stories are sucking ass.
Well, that was the whole thing. Jodie Whittaker, I didn't care you turned into a girl. The Master was Missy was great.
Missy was great.
It's just that the stories were just political. They aren't
political. They aren't.
They were
political.
more so.
They are bad. They aren't done well.
What I mean, what I mean is that they didn't do any stories. It was everything about Orange Man bad or Rosa Parks. Why are British TV series talking about Rosa Parks?
If that is, that should be the least of your worry. Because
no, I know, but I'm saying I stopped after that. I got tired of the.
But the problem is that like that episode with Rosa Parks isn't bad because of Rosa Parks. It's bad because they literally make the Doctor and the companions that aren't the black guy sit on the bus and refuse to give her a seat.
All right, so looks like we got another troll in here. Sorry, it's Desert Rose is now Winter Rose because she used a screen grab, or whoever that is of us. You look at the icon.
Hey, Winter Rose.
See.
Who are you? It can't be.
That's funny.
Is it?
I like Little Ray Car.
Is it just you?
It's not me at all. Like that stuff. I don't know. We had a little Ray car. Then we had I'm like, somebody's creating alts just to they're trying to skew the votes.
I don't think we have enough votes for them to actually skew anything meaningfully. Hey, I'll go ahead and I will take you at your word.
I know. Like, if you're gonna do something, if you want to do an alt, make yourself a Puppetine one.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if it was Marani the whole time, you know, because she hasn't been around lately much.
Yeah, her internet.
That's secret.
Sadly, her not only has her internet out consecutively out for this past like week or so or more, it's also is that she's got food poisoning twice in the past 2 weeks. So she's feeling better, but like I was razzing her because she's like, I'm going to bed. I'm like it's 7:00 her Eastern at time. I was like, you know, you're making Breen look younger. The more earlier you go to bed.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully she doesn't have like a condition or something, you know, because that's a hell of a...
Oh, hold on. He says Engletine sent me someone else's books. Then you have to reach out to Engletine on Twitter. You know, Engletine from Comics.
Yeah, because he's not here.
Yeah, he's well, he's here, but he's not here. But I don't know. Like I said, how bad is it that Doctor Who decided to? They brought back David Tennant, split him off from Chudy, whatever his name is, and then now they have this Doctor, the one who was Chudy, turns into Rose, and like, are they gonna have Rose and the David Tennant one merged together?
That's the rumor. That's not.
I'm just saying. I hope that's not the case. It's just freaking weird.
This whole thing is a clusterfuck.
Yeah,
it's really bad.
But I mean, I love what I was agreeing with Landry and Joe are like, just do a reboot. Just bring back Eccleston, and let's just don't tell anybody.
That's not what.
No, but I'm saying like Eccleston. The example they brought up with Eccleston season 9 is the fact that, hey, we didn't know anything about who the Doctor was. We didn't know about Gallifrey and stuff. You went into it blind lately. You know, it was.
That's what this whole era was supposed to be. That's what RTD told people. He said, I'm doing these 60th anniversary specials, and then after we're starting with season 1, and we'll start from there. This is going to be a new era. And so we called it all RTD2, but all it has been is a continuation, and it's been getting worse and worse and worse. And it's not because of anything political, it's because it's all just garbage. Yeah. It's all written poorly. We had a handful of good episodes, but it's Anyway, I don't want to talk about that.
I'll just say that it sounded like the audiobooks were a lot better.
The audio dramas? I mean,
for Doctor Who. You guys had a lot of fun with that compared to this last season.
Yeah, I mean, when we do the...
Does someone else direct those?
I mean, yeah, because... So, what Doctor Who has, there's a company called Big Finish that has the... Right. To go ahead and do audio adventures. And they get the original cast members that they can to go ahead and make new adventures for older Doctors. Like, the 9th Doctor has a whole bunch now of audio adventures he's done. And he has a new set coming out with him and Rose. You know? So, like, more adventures from season 1. Series 1, I should say.
It's just sad because that franchise kind of like tanked itself for this past like 2 seasons, and I don't think they're even doing comic books anymore like they were when they originally came out.
I didn't keep up with it. I thought I was going to, but you know, I never make it to a comic book shop.
Tennant had his things, and then I don't think Capaldi even got it. I think that they might have dropped it before Capaldi got his own. No,
Capaldi had a few. And they went ahead, and the 13th Doctor had a handful. But 15 had a line going for a while, and I heard that they were decent, but I couldn't keep up with it because I don't make it to the comic book store.
Yeah. We're just stalling right now, guys, because E is busy doing some other stuff right now.
Did you invite the girls?
I did invite the girls the second time. I give the link in the private chat.
Oh, you did ask. I'm sorry. Or I did ask, I should say.
There's another new person in the chat too. His name is like Dankman. Dr. Dankman.
That's Clint. He's trying to be funny.
Clint! I love
that's
you!
Clint. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was somebody else.
Like he has the same avatar. You
Green.
he just changed his name.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. Yeah.
I'll just say this though, for those who are changing their names and icons, if you're gonna be in the auction tomorrow, it's gonna cause some chaos.
Yeah, I would not advise.
I would not.
Changing
Don't change it
yourself.
back if you're gonna be
Don't
bidding
change
on anything.
yourself. We love you how you are.
Go back to your dead names. Detransition. All right, what's up, Eric Breen?
I think he was enjoying the end of the baseball game. That's why.
Well, that's right. He was watching the game.
It sounded like he was like behind though when because I know you.
Hey, there are the girls. Hi. Oh, if only we could stack this the other way. No, we need 3 more people. That's what we need.
Oh, there could be Hollywood Squares.
Right, MK?
Look at the Hollywood Square.
Was that you, MK, that said the Hollywood Squares?
And that was Melissa.
No. I meant in the previous ranking. I thought that was MK that said that. The Brady Bunch cover from the other night.
Oh, yes, we did the team.
Oh yeah, I did. But somebody else
That was
too.
yeah.
I don't remember who it was. But that reminded them of.
It wasn't just me. It's somebody else too. You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're just kind of stalling right now as E finishes up getting the covers.
Oh.
There was a lot to choose from. I mean, he was narrowing it down, and I think he might have overslept too or something.
What covers are they?
They're video game covers.
The what?
Upper left corner, buddy.
Oh, video game covers. Guys, I'm gonna sit this one out. I'll be in chat.
I knew it.
See ya.
Oh. Where'd he go? Oh, darn. Oh, he doesn't like. No.
He's prejudiced against video game covers. We don't know.
Huh.
Oh.
Yes.
If it was baseball game covers,
They're not video game covers. They're comic books based on video game covers.
Well, either way, he didn't want to be a part of that. He said the other night.
Yeah, he bounced. He's like, oh, later.
And it says ranking video game comic book covers. So yes. While we're waiting for Angleton, how about we just do a reading? We'll read another X Factor. Won't take so long.
Oh.
Oh. Anybody got any slideshows to show us?
Slideshow.
Vacation slideshow. You know, this is me.
Yeah, see the people in the chat, they want to play Hollywood Squares. Desiree Rose says she'll take an MK. Or I don't even know how that game works.
What's an MKF? That's a Mario Kart fan.
Ain't no Mario Kart.
They're almost on. Aren't they almost on number 30? Mario Kart. It seems like it.
Were you in the chat last night when what was it? Dalton was on helping Angleton with the video game covers. He said something funny. He's like, "Oh, I just realized now does that stand for Mortal Kombat?" You know.
There you go.
No,
he's like he's been here for 3-4 years.
I watched the first 2 minutes,
out, you know?
and then I went to go do my. Yeah, I only watched the first couple minutes, and then I had to go my live stream.
Did he
Yeah, I caught the end of it, like the last maybe 10-15 minutes or so.
Sing to us.
Amy,
You
what's
are
up?
playing a dangerous game, Desert Rose. I started out, I was singing, I Hate a Movie by the Muppets.
Brain just left because he realized these are going to be comic books. They're video game comics.
Okay.
It's not easy being Brain.
It's not his thing. Just like if you said we're going to read Star Wars, he said, like, I'm taking the night off. Which he's done before.
I wonder if he would do like a cover if you did like an all comic book sports themed covers, like baseball, football. Probably.
I don't think we've ranked sports comics before. I mean, that'd be something to consider if we haven't done. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff we haven't ranked.
I just thought of that. There's got to be enough by now, I'd imagine, right?
A giant panel. That's why you're intimidated.
And there's a giant panel? Where?
It's just us. Apparently, there's too many people on the panel, so he's just coming excuses just to get out of here.
Man, where's Zach? Reach out
Oh,
to
he
Zach.
saw the giant panel. He said, "I'm leaving."
Get Zach on here. Let's make this a real panel. A real giant panel.
It's Friday night. Do you think Zach actually wants to hang out with us?
No.
Sure.
He only did it. I only did it the other night because Breen and I twisted his arm.
It was fun though. It's always nice seeing him.
Is.
All right. Hello to Dark Admiral March here. How's it going? J. Lucian.
Hello, Roger.
Little Rhaegar.
Hey, Rhaegar.
How about we just read their comments in our voices? We'll just read the chat.
That's right. Hey, Jay.
Yep.
Hi,
Yeah. Well, we know what Jay sounds like a little bit. I always think of the Transformer. Was it Ratchet?
We'll start from the top. Dark Admiral March here says, "Hi, y'all." Undead Quinn says, "Hey, y'all."
Michael Mouse Taylor says, "Hey, Dark Admiral."
I'm trying to find where y'all are.
Desert Rose says,
Up at the top.
Doop, doop. Desert Rose says, should I run? Is it a loose giant panel? Oh, March here.
"Oh, I started at the very beginning of the chat." That's
It's
why-
a very big. We're gonna go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ahoy, Admiral.
There you go.
Oh, the rose. All right, so I'm going to travel through time.
You know, you if you did that just tweaked it a bit, you'd be miss minutes.
Ahoy there.
Miss minutes.
Ahoy there, Michael Taylor.
Yeah. Let's see. And then Desert Rose says hi to what is it? There you go.
Hi, I'm Dead Quinn and Michael Mouse Taylor.
Hi, Desert Rose. Good to hear you, Minnie.
Good to hear you too, Mickey.
Oh, hi there, Desert Rose. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, RDV, Pixel, and MK. Hi.
Yo,
Okay.
hey y'all.
Oh, that was spot on.
Yeah, what wasn't too bad.
Winter Rose. Ooh, Desert Rose and Winter Rose.
Yep.
Ooh.
Fancy.
I know.
Oh, guys, it's Nicoline.
Okay. So some of you guys saw yesterday we did a live stream. Me and Dalton just were hanging out while I was collecting the comic book covers. And it took like 2 hours just to collect A, B, and C. So I worked hard today as well as played chauffeur with my friends, family. So I did not have really a chance to get to this until late tonight. And so, yeah, I just finished everything. I got some rejects, got 12 covers, which was damn impossible. I mean, literally, I when I popped on, I said, I need to eliminate 2, and it's an impossible task. How many do I go? Do I go just the new stuff, which has all the better coloring and all that kind of stuff? Do I do some old school because they're more recognizable? Here's what I did. I made sure that I did not include things that obviously can have their own show. There's no Tomb Raider here. There's 1 or 2 Mortal Kombats. Like there's.
Don't drink too much tea.
Say again?
Don't drink too much tea and make yourself feel sick.
Oh, no. This is the good stuff. This is just.
Okay.
This is basically just flavored water. I don't have any sugar in it. It's just the
Oh.
mint. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say it's vodka when you said this is the good stuff or something.
Now that's going to be on Wednesday. Being Ashley is off, and I don't have to get up late on Thursday or early on Thursday. The problem with us doing the drunk stream is I'm the chauffeur, so sometimes I have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to make sure everybody's getting to work. So it wouldn't be good for me to get smashed drunk the night before and then have to take my family around. So that's what's been going on. Yeah. So basically, if it had a successful run as a comic book, I didn't include it here, but I think I've got some interesting ones to say the least. And that being said, as always, let's start, or at least 20 minutes in, let's start with the first reject video.
Oh, you gonna dig this. Dig this.
Alrighty, some good covers. And by the way, this really is also one of those where okay, this was good. Let's put those over here. Okay, then we're gonna keep these. Like the Super Mario Brothers, very famous cover, but it's just him standing on a yellow background. When we have better Super Mario covers.
We read that one.
So you read that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after this, go on over to Geeky Puppet Show. Check that out. Yeah. Let me share out the thing. It was giving me the whole business about you can't do this unless you turn off the ad blocker, and I found a way to make it work. So
Pretty sure we can.
yeah.
Oh, Bright Admiral Pepe O'Hare.
Yeah.
And Winter Rose says she loves silly voices, so she wants one.
We'll give you a silly voice then later.
Amy will find a good one for you.
Okay.
Alrighty. I shared that out. Let's see. What do we got here? We got Pixel, and then we've got RDV.
Pixel.
Hi, Pixel.
Alrighty. And then we have MK, and then the ladies. Oh, I see what is going on. There we go. And there we go. And there we go. And that's how we came in. All right, except for I was the last one, but I'm always the last one to grade.
Actually,
But,
actually, I was the first one in. I don't care though.
I was here.
I let everybody else in.
I
That's
mean,
true.
I
That
was
is true.
waiting in here, but
Okay. All righty,
don't care.
RDV. Then you'd probably get the ugliest one, but no way I'm going to leave this franchise off a list like this. This is book 1, Resident Evil.
Ugh.
well,
Actually, doesn't look that bad. It's a Resident Evil, Amy.
It's his face that gets me. Everything else is really cool on this, but his
Like-
face is like, oh,
yeah,
but
no, this,
how would you look if giant spiders were
Well,
attacking
I'm just saying it's not creepy as it would be if it was zombie, because that's what we thought with Resident Evil. It's always zombies.
Yeah.
So the spiders, yes. Giant tarantulas, I don't care for them whatsoever. Oh, they're harmless. You can hold your hand. No, I shoot with a shotgun.
you? Yeah, but if
Sure.
they're like 10 feet tall, like in the game.
Well, then I get David Arquette.
Yeah, there are mini series, but this is a one shot. So I figured let's put the one shot.
I
in.
get David Arquette if there's giant spiders.
Turn around and leave the mansion. It now belongs to the spiders.
Well, there are killer zombie dogs outside the mansion.
Oh,
Anyway,
Every time you try to leave, they jump out at you. So
I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna go 10 with this because
right.
that reaction is how I would be too.
yep, I'd be like, burn it down. All right. So how about you, Pixel?
Arachnophobia.
his face really sucks. I don't like the. See, I do actually enjoy the Resident Evil like the universe, and I've watched the games really because that's what I did. I watched playthroughs of them because
I've played 1 through 6. I haven't played Biohazard or The Village yet.
this really it's a mess. If I saw it, I wouldn't pick it up.
You would have missed out on a good comic too. This is actually
Well,
pretty good.
that's what happens when you have a poor cover. I'm going to go 5.
Alrighty. How about you, MK?
Just want to say that is a big gun, man. Like,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
supposed to be a rifle.
I think the game with the BFG shows up as well. I think that's in the list.
Doom?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Doom.
You can't remember?
Is it
I
Doom or
think I
Doom?
included a Dune cover.
Yeah. I think I'll go. Yeah, I mean, his facial expression is kind of like, yeah, I don't know, like is that constipated look or whatever. But yeah, I guess I'll go 8 on this one.
I don't think he's
Alright.
constipated. If I saw giant spiders, I'd be thinking about all loose.
I don't think you would be constipated if 10-foot tarantulas. What'd you say, MK? What number?
Yeah, I'll say 8 on this one.
All right. How about the ladies?
well, I mean, it certainly does its job of being a creepy, crawly cover. Boy, you know, if Black Spider were here, I bet he'd really like this one.
Black Spider? Oh,
Yeah, but
Oh yeah, Black Spider, right. I was
right,
thinking,
It's certainly an interesting style. I'm trying to think if this is promo art or concept art from one of the games, or
The
If
image
they-
just so familiar.
yeah,
It might be. This is kind of a retelling of the game.
of the
Yeah.
first game.
Yeah. Yeah, then they have mini series which kind of go off on their own.
Kind of do their own thing, but this is like I telling you the first one. I mean, I think as a spooky comic book cover, this totally works. I'll give. You know what? They're spiders, right? I'll give it an 8.
I would say you should rank it somewhat good because it's a horror comic and it's making you go. Ugh. All right, what do you say, Melissa?
I think I'll take Amy's lead and also give it an 8.
All righty, and actually, I was looking at it. I'm thinking I'm up in my grade to a 9 here. Let's go to the chat and see what they have to say.
If we go to the top of the order, we start with Bright Admiral Peppy O'Hare.
Actually, no, we start
Or
with Rhaegar.
Or Low Rhaegar. There you go.
And he says 10. Iconic cover from the first release.
Bright Admiral Peppy O'Hare says 8.
Actually, that's Clint. So.
Well, that's his voice now. He should have changed his name.
Now, if you're gonna do that, you gotta like do a barrel roll, Fox.
Whee!
So that's what he's doing, Peppy O'Hare.
Star Fox did not make the grade. I couldn't find it, to tell you the truth.
No, you just forgot about it.
No, I went through them all. I did kind of stop around the T's. I'm tired. I gotta start. I was collecting all the way up until about an hour ago, and then I was like, I gotta start breaking these down, or I'm not. So yeah.
You can always make another one sometime if you find a bunch after that.
My God, we could. You know what? Okay, let me get this out. Me and my wife are trying to come up with $600. That's how much we need to stop the eviction notice. One of the ways I am trying to raise that is, I have this thing. If you go over, you drop a $5 tip into the tip jar. You tell us what video you want to do, what covers, and so forth. So I'm doing a sale. Buy 3, get 1 free. So 4 for $15. Go right on over, pick out the covers. It helps out my family as well. And RDV suggested, hey, somebody should buy a video game month. And trust me, Nintendo Power, Halo has enough. Tomb Raider has enough to do its own thing. Mario has enough to do his own thing. I will not do the Mario manga. They are exactly the same cover. I kid you not.
So there's the link right there that he can pin to the top if he really wanted to.
That is awesome. I think I will do that. Yeah, but please go on over, help out the family.
All right. That's quite the deal.
All right, we're Undead Quinn.
Oh,
go ahead.
Quinn says 8.
Desert Rose gives this an 8 as well.
Dak Admiral Montia says, yeah, it's a 7.
And then Rhaegar's not scoring. He already scored. He's just talking about the games.
Yeah.
Winter Rose says, I'll go 7 on this.
That works.
Was it silly?
I'm saying, Amy, you have more voices now, especially with the Sonic ratings. I know.
Oh my gosh, you're not kidding.
Crazy, yeah, it says 8.
Michael Mouse Taylor says, oh boy, this is a 5, man.
Yeah.
Aerial
Not one of our properties.
Ethereal Dragon says 5. It looks off.
Eric Breen says, a 5. It's meh. Coco, get away from the wires.
Henry Gemex says book number 1. Messy, slapped together. Yeah, it's a 5.
You know, I've never slapped a book before. If that's how easy it is, I'm doing it. I'm making money.
Well, who doesn't slap a book?
That's a good cover, Slap. I love that meme.
Eric says video game month. Cool. Someone's off. All right. I think that is all of.
That is it. Yeah.
All of our numbers.
We did it!
Yay!
Yeah. This is a PlayStation 1. Resident Evil was, yeah.
It's just like
Eric says video game month, a month off. It's video game comic book covers. So it's, come on.
Still a month
and we're ranking them. There's no A.
There you go. All righty. Let's see what we got here. We had 5 5s taking out the 2 10s and the 1 9, and 2 of those 8 8s, and then we have 3 7s trying to take on the 6 8s left. 8 wins, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty. Starting off very good. Okay. And, uh-oh, what's going on? Alrighty, here we go. There we go. Video killed the radio star. Alrighty, let's see. Go for book 2, and this time around it is Pixel.
Hi, I'm Pixel.
Hi, Pixel, and you get a really good game called Prototype.
Oh,
Ooh, really good game. Second game, not as good.
I agree. Good first game was really good.
Never played it, but this cover is pretty cool. No dark. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's very good. Even though I don't really care, it's an 8.
It's Jared Robertson, right? That's what it looks like. MK. What do you
MK, what do you say?
I used to confuse this game with another game called The Darkness, I think.
And there was one called Infamous that came out.
Oh yeah, Infamous.
It was
Yeah.
about some guy getting powers.
Electrical powers or something like that.
Yeah. What was it? Yeah. I like the blood and the reflection. That's pretty cool.
Alex Mercer.
I think I'll go. Yeah, Alex Mercer. I think I'll go 9 on this one. Actually.
All right.
I like the blood. It's just really well done. The way.
And how about the ladies?
The font on the top is like familiar. Like I feel like I've seen that, but I also feel like I don't really know much about this game. But never minding that, it's a really cool cover. It's the angle of the reflection and how it kind of conflicts with the bricks that are going across. It has almost an Escher-esque sort of feel. It's really very cool, and I think they did a good job with the colors separation and the inks and the texture and everything. This is just a really cool drawing. I will give it a 10.
All right. And how about you, Melissa?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably just a little. I probably wouldn't have played the game, and I'm doing tip for this kind of thing. But I appreciate the skill. It's a very compelling piece. Great use of environment and character design. I can't imagine. No, this deserves to be a 10.
All righty. Oh, and thank you very much to Dark Admiral, who's saying Wheel of Morality, turn. I just put up a goal. If there are 10, if there are 10 $2 super chats tonight, I'll spin the wheel. Everybody who gave a 10 or more, by the way, at the end of the night, I'll do a spin, and whomever wins gets to pick out whatever topic they want, and we'll do that video.
Oh, what a fun idea.
But you know what? I'll even do this for every $2 you give. So there you go. All right. Let's go to RDV.
Really big fan of the Will Morality turn on the cover. I know, I can take it off.
Maybe everybody picks out one comic book cover and they fight.
Honestly, like I'm not sure if it's. I know it's blood, but I mean, in my mind, I'm like, with the listeners here, who would spill all the Hawaiian punch and then he walked into it?
I know, right? What a mess.
That's horrible.
Not great. He's got to be more tidy than that.
And I love the cobblestone sidewalk, whatever he's on. It's really cool. And the reflection of everything above him. His hands kind of morph, kind of like in a sense. He is kind of like Jackie from the aka the Darkness from the Witchblade series with the way his powers work and stuff. It's kind of cool. Or almost kind of symbiotic. But yeah, the reflection, everything, the colors are really good on this too. That's when we're gonna bring up the shading on his pants. And it looks like there's a bullet shell behind him, a casing on the ground by the type part on the logo. The logo's good. I love that. It looks like apocalyptic, kind of like that. It was clean white, but now it's all scuffed up and dirty. So I'm going 10 with this. This is really cool.
All righty.
And I do recommend the game. It is on Xbox 360 if you ever want to play it. I think it's also on PS2.
Yeah, I agree. It's really good.
Oh, it's fun.
All righty. So let's go to the chat. And it looks like Rhaegar's leading us off with a 7.
All righty. Tangles? You want to read Winter Rose, or do you want to read her as the duck? Amy.
Was that? Did someone? I'm sorry.
Winter Rose.
Did she leave?
Winter Rose says, "I shall say 9."
I know we're getting there.
We
Keep
gotta
your
keep
britches.
moving, guys. No.
I see. Do I need to? Oh gosh, I need to.
No, I was gonna let Amy read it, but
okay. Ed Gracie says 9.
Eric Breen says, "Quit rushing everybody." 10.
Well, we got to keep them with the kid. It's part rate. People are listening to this on podcasts too, so you got to keep it moving.
The only one complaining is you, though.
No, because they're
okay. But I think Mr.
Eric Breen says 10.
Live doesn't have a right to rush us.
Ethereal says 9, and so does Undead Quinn.
Desert Rose says, I shall match you, Winter. 9.
Until Amy gets back.
Duck Admiral Marquez says 9.
Henry Jamek, book number 2. A very cool reflection effect. It's an 8.
And Michael Mouse Taylor says 8 as well. Very nice job on the reflection in the puddle.
Go ahead.
Desert Rose agrees it is in fact Kool-Aid.
Yes.
Oh, hey, Sammy gives it an arf 10.
Amy, you're back.
Yep. Sorry, had to get some biscuits out of the oven.
Clint gave it a 9.
And Bright Admiral Puppy O'Hare said 9 for the puddle of kidney stone removal. I like that. I like that.
How about I read one and you just read it after me? Just keep doing that.
That didn't get read.
I just read it before you did.
Bright Admiral Peppy O'Hare is Clint.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Okay.
Sam says, which translates to 10.
There you go.
Especially when he gets calls like the one he just got. Who? I don't know.
No, they're talking sports.
Oh.
SGA.
Alrighty, and what we got on the book 2 is 2 7s taking out 2 of the 6 10s. 3 8s comes in, and now there's only 2 of those left, but the 8 9s knock those out, and this is a 9. Hey, at least we're moving up.
To the east side?
Yep. Because we are finally going to get a piece of that ladies, pie. Just the pie, That's all we're going to do. All right, let's go for book.
Sam says dog biscuits.
3.
Dog biscuits.
Alrighty, MK, you lead us off. And sorry, I don't think this one's Mortal Kombat. But oh wait, no, it is.
Oh, okay. Oh wow.
Oh, by the way, there is only one cover per game on this one. So yeah.
Okay, cool. Wow, that's why don't I remember this cover for some reason? I have all the books, yeah.
Maybe
I know it did have some variant. Oh wait, this is a 64-page special. Okay, yeah.
It's also Malibu.
Yeah, Malibu. Yeah, I got the Malibu suit somewhere in a different box. Yeah, wow. Okay, so you got the good guys taking on the bad guys. Although Kano's not really a good guy, so it's interesting how he's with the good guys. But yeah, pretty awesome cover. Very action figure-y, like the way they the basic original Hasbro offered this style. And I like Goro and Shang Tsung lurking in the background there. You can't I gotta go tell you, yeah, pretty awesome. I like clashing covers,
Alrighty, and how about you, ladies?
Oh, this is a great. I mean, it's a great, just a face-off kind of cover. Let's see, you got the more modern like gradients, like kind of like that in your new books. I mean, this was some excellently done excellently drawn, characters, the heroes. Mortal Kombat, of course, it was kind of a live action book, so it translated itself into Western comic books really well, I feel.
I mean, it is a Western game.
It is a Western game, so I think I'll give it like a 9.
Alrighty, how about you, Amy?
Yeah, I think that sounds about right. They're nice drawings of the characters. You can tell who they are, and it's a pretty good stack on something like that. So yeah.
Alright. And RDB.
I like how this is basically paying a homage to the X-Men cover.
Mm-hmm.
It's X-Men versus the Brotherhood, and that's Charles Xavier standing up in the background.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Everybody looks like the characters in the game. That's a good job. Even though they look kind of cartoony a little bit more.
You can tell it's what his name, Guru, in the back.
Yeah, Goro.
Guru.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 10 with this. It's pretty cool.
All right, what do you score?
10.
Okay, how about you, Pixel?
I think that it is pretty good, but there's some problems that I have with it. Like, I don't know the guy's name. I'm sorry, MK. I know this is your lifeblood. But the guy right there, the guy right there in the front.
Baraka or Kano?
Okay. Listen, I only played as like Kung Lao, and that's it.
Did you really say Baraka?
Yeah, isn't that it?
Baraka? Street Fighter, bro.
Baraka Obama.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, Baraka, the guy in the right. Yeah.
I thought you were trying to say Blanca.
No, Blanca is the big hairy guy from Street Fighter. Baraka is the dude with the one blade. I always played him.
Anyway, I don't think he's done too well. I think this is fun. I'm just gonna go 7 though. I think it's good, but it's not great.
Okay, and then we have RDV.
Really? Again? I just went for Pixel.
What? Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I went by the bottom, not the top. Okay, so then it's my turn. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you guys that I'm agreeing that it's good, not great, but I'm going 8. All right, let's go to the chat.
All right.
Quick, read it before you get mad.
With Ethereal Dragon saying 8.
Little Rhaegar gives us an 8 too.
Arf, arf. 10 says Sam.
Undead Quinn says 7.
Clint says 8.
Michael Mouse Taylor says, 5. Math. And I don't own this property. Oh, actually, wait, do I? I can't even remember. I still don't care.
You do if you're a fox.
May or may not.
I may or may not. Who knows?
Would that put the ranking up a little if it turned out you did?
No.
That's fine. Desert Rose says, oh, cool that MKF30 got to the Mortal Kombat. It is a talent.
We need Raven.
Henry Jeremic. Book says, book number 3. It's all right. Whatever. It's a 6.
I'll read Winter Rose. 10. A Mortal Kombat. A do. A da.
No, I think it's
rank this.
Dun, 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 dun. What was that? That was.
I know, but I'm like, I want to go fleece this and sing.
I think I was doing the theme to Shaft, though. I don't know. Or SWAT, I meant. Mortal Kombat. That was huge in the 90s, man.
Maybe we should do it like Mission Impossible.
Da-da-da.
I think that's still the best video game like theme song. Right?
I know it's fantastic. That was everywhere when that movie came out. That theme song was everywhere.
I know, right? It was on the radio. It was on TV. The movie.
All right, so we have
and the match header comes in with a 7.
Let's
so does Taylor.
Yep.
That's it.
And
that's all.
We're done.
All good.
We're done.
And also,
it.
has anybody seen my cat, Kato?
I haven't seen him. I hope he's okay.
All righty. 1, 5, 1, 6 takes out 2 of the 5 10s, and then 3 7s take out the rest. But we have 3 8s versus 3 9s, so this is an 8, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, all right.
I read your stop. Like, say stop if you haven't voted, please.
Yeah, well, I don't want people not to. If they haven't voted, vote. Put in your opinion.
Everyone that alt, you're allowed to vote twice. Okay.
That is the true facts. Yes.
Oh.
Masturbator comes in 10. I like ye. Alrighty. There's 1 5 1 6 taking out 2 of the 6 10. So there's 4 left. Take out the Then we have 3 7s taking out all but 1 10. Then we have 3 8s taking out 1 10 and 2 of the 9s. Master Bader just raised this book to a 9.
Sweet.
All right, there we go.
Sweet.
See, your vote counts sometimes. All right,
As Rose said, it should have been 10.
Go for book 4, and that would be the ladies here. Hey, ladies.
Yay! What do we got?
Lady.
Okay, you get. Oh shit! It's called Death Splatter Guts Kill. I'm just kidding. It's Earthworm Jim.
Oh, look at that! Earthworm. Wow.
Is something familiar about him?
I mean,
He's a video game character.
yeah.
And it's actually a very colorful and dynamic cover.
It is.
Somebody mentioned, "Oh, you got to include that," and I thought, well, you know, maybe it'll end up in the rejects. I don't know.
He's from the days of Super Nintendo, along with Toe Jam and Earl.
Right.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
But he's attached to somebody who was attached to Comics Gate or something like that for a while.
Oh.
Doug Tenaple.
Doug Tenaple? Yeah.
Tenaple,
but I know
there you go.
Yep. Yep.
Doug Tenaple's
Yeah, but he
art.
dumped pretty quick after he realized DVS is shit.
It is really great, though. You know, the environment, it makes me think of those like Doctor Strange books with all those bright space things and the colors and shapes and all that.
Kirby
It's
crackles.
really, it's really cool. Yeah, I mean, it's well structured and it's got cool graphic flair to it. It's just a really neat piece. I would definitely give this a 10.
All right. How about you, Melissa?
Yeah. Oh, guys, it's just I'm going to have to go visit the web of surfing and figure out who did the art for this because I swear I've seen him before. But yeah, it's a 10.
You know, it is kind of cool when stuff lines up like that. I think this is the perfect cover for you guys to start off with, as well as the MK for MK. Pixel, what do you think about Earthworm Jim's cover, issue number 1 here?
10, easy.
All right. And RDB?
For a second, I didn't realize it's actually a ship that he can sit in a pilot in down there. Because I didn't see behind his leg at first. I'm like, he's just gonna turbine torpedo his face. It's pretty cool. Never cared for the cartoon, but never cared for the video game. But it's a good cover. I like it. 10.
All righty. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got everybody's, and you know what? I'm not jumping off that 10 train. This thing popped out to me when I was doing the final bids, and I put 3 books immediately in. I actually numbered them, and this was one of them. And I said, that's obviously in. Okay, so there we go. Let's go to the chat.
Oh, right. So
Yeah,
this is...
I'll give this one a 9, by the way.
And it's actually... Oh, we have one skipped MK. Sorry, dude. Sorry. Okay.
No,
We were in a hurry. We didn't have time for you. Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, there should be 6 people, not 5. Sorry.
It's all right. I remember Earthbound Jim when I was a kid. I mean, Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm.
Earthbound Jim.
All right, now we're starting with Bright Admiral Pepe O'Hare.
A.K.A. Clint.
Clint.
All right. He says,
No, we need Ash. Anybody do a good Ash on this one?
Why would
is
you need
that
Ash?
the character from
Pikachu,
that
like,
movie?
That Ash?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Evil Dead.
Or Evil Dead.
Oh, okay.
So you do good.
I have no idea.
What's his name?
All right, let's go to Undead Clint.
You can't really, like, that's...
It doesn't make any sense
Bet
whatsoever.
anyone who can actually do a decent Bruce Campbell impression.
And Pepe O'Hare is not it's Star Fox.
Clint gives it a 10. Undead Quinn gives this a 10 as well.
Doc Animal my chair said 10. It's a hard book to get on your hands on.
I bet. Desert Rose says this is a very vivid colors. I'll give it a 10.
FMK cover is the best so far. Hot chicks and ninjas. I like this game. It is an 8.
Is he talking about the Mortal Kombat one then, or is he talking about?
No, he voted 10 on Mortal Kombat, didn't he?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's saying 10 is too high. So yeah, don't worry about it. That's for the.
Oh, all right.
Michael Mouse Taylor says, haha, it's a 5 again. Very nice colors though. Not my day, Minnie.
No, it's all right, Mickey.
Jackson Raykirk
Yeah,
says
okay,
mine.
Henry Jemick, book number 4, Messy.
Messy.
It's
Messy. That's the
It's
magician from Frosty.
Frosty.
Messy.
Snowman.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
All right, I want to address this. I'm happy for I'm happy for Doug to have Earthworm Jim back, despite Ethan's smear campaign on him. I don't care if Doug used backer money to get the rights. I will argue that in order to make more books, he had to get the rights. So so him using backer money to get it just forwards him making the book. So that I would argue that it was a good thing he used it. So.
Now, if he chooses not to do more books, then that's wrong.
Then it's wrong, yes.
Ethereal Dragon gives us a 10.
I mean, if I wanted to do a licensed book, I would probably put getting the license in the budget for what I was raising. But I guess I don't know much about that.
I don't know. I guess, Jay, you're talking to Eric, so I'm not going to count that as a score.
Wait, which one?
Jay Lucio, it says, Eric Breen, it's going 7. Yeah, I'm good. He's not talking.
Yeah, but then Jay goes ahead. He says 10 down here.
Yeah.
Jay
I didn't mark it. I don't have any 7, so I didn't mark it.
And the front of it does look like the Batmobile. You're right, Michael. The ship.
Now we have a 7 thanks to Winter Rose. And a 10 from Jackson Raker.
And Rhaegar gives 10 as well.
You know,
I'm sorry, it was Rhaegar. I just read the wrong name. All righty, so there we go. And what we got here is a failure to communicate. We have 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8, 2 9s trying to take down 12 10s. Ladies and gentlemen, our first 10 of the night doesn't belong to Resident Evil. It doesn't belong to Mortal Kombat, but Earthworm Jim.
Love that it's a video game that was created by a man who does comics. I think that's kind of beautiful. Cool. It's a comic from a video game from a man who makes comics.
There you go. All righty. Let's go for book 5. We're going to swing it back around RDV's way. But before we do, ladies and gentlemen.
An advertisement from our...
Say again?
An advertisement from our sponsors. Anything but I Love Comics would love you to go check out Ko-Fi and donate money.
There you go. Buy a video. Or
him.
Got a sale. Buy 3, get 1 free.
You buy his family, you get free.
Yep. Let's see. Usually an entire season is $80. And I just dropped the price to $60. I'll tell you what, buy an entire season, $50. On Ko-Fi, not on Twitter. That'll help out the family. There you go.
A whole season, keeping up with the Butlers.
That is 6 free videos. And it will help out the family and help us get our rent for the week. There you go. And here is Reject Video 2. Oh, my gosh.
There's no audio?
There's no audio. I forgot to put it to music. Okay, well, I'll tell you this. I didn't pick this one because it looked weird that they were doing sexual things.
Well, why are the rest of us muted though? It should, when they play it, it should mute.
But there's no music, so we're not
what
muted.
We should do.
Right. I love this. This was a hard cut right there. That's got a lot of depth to it.
Cool.
Yeah. I wanted this one to go further, but no, the art, it was just no. And in this one, you can't really tell what Space Ace is doing. That's just a simple Ninja Gaiden. Yeah.
If you're playing the game, there ain't no simple ninja.
How are you gonna have a swimsuit issue? No swimsuits on the cover.
Oh goodness.
And Darkstalkers is okay, but I grabbed the wrong Call of Duty. I thought I was grabbing something different. But there you go. Sorry, usually I have music. I was actually wondering what music did I put on that last one.
That's a good cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have kept that Borderlands going.
Well, you'll find out. I mean, it was a good cover, but man, I'm telling you, there's a lot of good covers. By the very end, I was breaking it down. What do I want? Do I want like I told you I have a Doom cover, right? The Doom is very simple. Does it have to go through Ko-Fi? What do you mean? That's
the pay for the thing, but to buy seasons.
Yeah, that's where you buy them. If you go through YouTube, they take 30%, and I get it next month.
Well, I was just saying, yeah, because he might be talking about PayPal too. I don't know.
Oh, if you go through PayPal, that works. Yeah, I'll do it. If you just go straight to PayPal, that's fine.
Does it have this? It doesn't deduct extra money if you send it through Ko-Fi?
Ko-Fi takes like every month it takes $7 from me. That's it.
Oh, that's it.
With YouTube Super Chats, it takes 35%. So you drop $100, I'm getting 65. That's the way it is.
And nobody wants to have that much money.
But if you go through PayPal, make sure in the notes you tell me what you want, and if you want specific covers, and if tonight you want to buy the like if you want to buy a whole season but you're not sure, keep in touch with me through email or at Englentine on my Twitter. And when you do decide, there you go. And you can also decide, like if a couple of people buy a whole season, once again, I'm offering this weekend until Sunday, $50 you buy a whole season. You guys can say if you want to wait for it to be your own season like Henry did, or if you wouldn't mind me intermixing to make sure we get to everybody's videos faster. That's up to you, but understand it will also be first come, first serve.
Yep.
All right, there you go.
Little Ray Car, we're not ranking that cover. It's a reject.
Right. But there you go. I'm glad you guys liked them, and trust me, it was real. This was a difficult drop. I mean, this was.
If you commission your own cover ranking, though, you could put it in there.
That's true. That is true. All right, let's go once again for book 5. I'm putting up 4, but it's actually book 5. All right, and
now it's going to be stuck in
RDV. So, what is your favorite? By the way, what is your favorite video game music?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic.
Mine would actually be. I think I do love that classic Mario, but mine would have to be the main theme from Legend of Zelda. Dun, 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 dun,
Excuse me, princess.
There you go, RDV. We've got Dino Crisis.
Dino Crisis. Remember this?
Kingdom Hearts has some beautiful music too.
The T-Rex looks great. He's lifting up the garage door for her. She can get through
with his little bitty hands.
Yep, he has to use his neck. He's neck strong.
Little baby hands.
By the way, there's a more artistic piece on the final reject I should have put in instead of this one. I like this one. It's just that the other one has her about that big as she's running away from dinosaurs.
So Dark Admiral, if you do want to put your banking info out there, so I'm gonna tell you this. Go to any store that has like a Visa or MasterCard gift card, register it online, whatever it tells you to go, and then what you can do is you can actually add it to your PayPal.
That's actually how RDV does his,
Yeah, and then what I do is, and it's kind of a lengthy process, because what I do is I go to PayPal, and then because I have a virtual wallet, that gift card's in there, I go over to Ko-Fi, and I use my PayPal, and I select that gift card, and that's how I pay for things in Ko-Fi, and I avoid having to pay any fees, because if you use like a debit card or a credit card on Ko-Fi, just straight up, they'll charge you extra, for a fee for using it. It's stupid. But anyway, getting back to this cover, everything looks great except for the main character. Her arms are way too long. And I just love how they just make up fake guns for the games.
Oh yeah, that was a thing they did. Do you know what? Have you guys ever seen Growing Pains? It looks like the young daughter at the very end, or the waitress from Avengers. If y'all remember, she was in the cafe serving Captain America. There was
Growing Pains, the little girl, the one that grew up to be Ellie, Lizzie, or whatever. I forget what her name is. Lizzie, or I can't remember what her last little name was.
Yeah. She ended up playing like I said, the last thing I saw her was the waitress in Avengers.
Well, I was gonna say she was Last of Us.
It looked. Oh no, not her. No.
She was the youngest daughter. I'm not talking about the live action. I'm talking about the girl who actually did the voice for the video game.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right, Pixel, what do you say about this cover? No. Oh wait, what did you give this?
I didn't get a chance to. I was still ranking it. And you went on Growing Pains. So I'm gonna give it an 8 because the main character brings it down. If it was just a dinosaur, it'd be great.
Alrighty, Pixel.
This is really good. You know, I was having a conversation. Yeah, do you remember that scene in How I Met Your Mother about
dinosaurs?
No. Ted's going to get married to I can't remember the girl's name.
Stella.
But she hadn't seen Star Wars.
Stella, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
My fiance told me yesterday that she doesn't think she's ever seen the original Jurassic Park. And
you need to drop this bitch quick. I mean, I'm
Don't
sorry.
call her.
Hey.
You need to take her to the movies.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Maybe I went a little bit too
I mean,
far.
That's a little, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't punch her.
Because I wouldn't accept that if somebody said,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I wouldn't say that about Gail. Don't
But
say that about
here's the
Matt.
thing, though. She's from a different country,
So,
and then she's around his age. So chances are, Jurassic Park never came to her country.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. She's from a different country. You'll need no drop this. I'm sorry.
Okay, we're going. This was my last appearance on I Love Comics. Thanks, everybody. Okay. Anyway, my point was, I love dinosaurs. They're really freaking cool.
I love Lamp.
So
this.
I'll
This cover, I like the character too. It's cutesy though. There's a little bit of issues, so I'll go 9. I'll go 9.
Okay.
It's true. He went to Malaysia. He went to the Hot Wheels factory. He met her there. She was making little cars, and then he fell in love.
That's Jesus. My God.
Is she Malaysian?
No, she's from the Philippines.
Yeah, I was about to say. I thought she was Filipino. Yeah. I mean, they're almost Thai, so
She might be a Filipino.
Well, let's go ahead and tie this up and go to MK. What do you rank this cover?
Okay.
Yo, what's up, MK? Hey, what do you rate this? Yo.
Yeah, yeah. I guess this one I will say. I'll go 7. It's okay. You know.
Melissa, what do you say?
I wonder what Zach would give this cover.
What you say? It's not a mail order bride.
No, he's more passport bro than mail order.
I'm talking
bride.
about Melissa. She's in the United States, and she's not a bride.
Oh.
Melissa, what do you read this book?
Okay. Actually, I kind of agree with what was said earlier that the T-Rex in the background looks amazing. The character front almost looks a little weak in comparison, which is kind of an odd sensation. But again, it is an awesome T-Rex, and
right.
The crunching metal wall back there is cool, and the fire. I think I'll give it a 9.
All right.
Yeah, it's very manga-esque, but like on a different play book.
Is this Chinese?
Looks
it. Might be Japanese.
Dirty knees? What are these?
No, but
there's no
canon. But I gotta say this real quickly. There is a trope in mangas. Sometimes like artists will draw like the characters look really weird, but when they draw something realistic like this, it just totally looks like somebody else drew it.
Well, I've heard before that a lot of times for the comics they'll have teams of people working on stuff, and like the main mangaka will just go in and draw something like the face. And the people they have working for them are usually, it seems, a little more solid than the lead artist. Because again, their job is to tell a story and kind of develop a brand like that, which is a different skill set. So sometimes you'll look at the environmental stuff and then they'll just draw a face on something and you're like, how did you, that really doesn't work with that pose. So, but maybe that's what happened here. But it is a really cool dinosaur. And the pose on the lady isn't terrible. The colors are decent. It's good for what it is.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
They may not have any point of reference, when someone's running with a gun.
Right. That's true. That's true. Especially, oh my gosh, look at the way she's
This is early 90s.
Yeah. But it has a giant dinosaur on it, so I have to at least give it a 9.
Yep.
This is I played this game religiously. I love the Dino Crisis.
Oh yeah.
It's like they took Perfect Dark.
No, it's Resident Evil.
No,
dinosaurs.
No, but I'm saying the main character looks like Perfect Dark.
Oh, she does. Yeah. Well, yeah. You'll see in the rejects.
A little bit. Yeah, I can see that.
Alrighty. So how about? Me. Okay. Yeah. I agree. How big is that woman? I get it, and in the game, you have this scene happen, and she's far away from the dinosaur, so she looks a little bigger, but the dinosaur looks huge in the thing. I understand they have a limited space, and I get what RDV said with the
Maybe
fact that she looks off, but everything else looks wonderful in this.
Maybe it's like Godzuki or like the little dinosaur like Godzilla's kid. Maybe it's still growing.
I'm going 9 on this one as well. Let's go to the chat.
Maybe she should have the freaked out Sailor Moon face, like yeah, like a giant dinosaur just burst out.
Oh, yeah, if you're gonna draw a manga body, do the manga Erical out.
Sailor Moon's freak out, that would have got me a 10.
Let's go to the chat.
We just did.
Oh, right.
Clint said 10, and Jay's at 7.
Desert Rose gives this a 9.
And Dead Quinn backs that up with another 9.
Well, horses looks like the Resident Evil girl. I will say 8.
Amy, why'd you read that one too? I was gonna read it.
It is a 9 since Doug had much hair.
Master Bader says 6.
Governor Bader.
How dare you?
Saxon Roykirk gives this a 7.
It's Roykirk. They only call Roykirk on our channel.
Lil Rhaegar says 9.
Winter Rose says dinosaurs scare little Winter Rose. It's a 4.
Michael Mouse Taylor says 9. Very cool cover, colors, and nice detail. But actually, I'm going to step in the future. I'm lowering it to an 8. I agree with Venkman. The girl brings it down. Look side. So 8.
Admiral says, "Ooh, thanks, RDV. That was like 20 minutes ago. I don't know what you're talking about." That's cool the end if you're taking me, but I'll say you're welcome.
Henry Jamex is book number 5. It's average. It's a 6.
All right.
Onimusha 1 and 2. 2 got an upgrade as well. Cool.
Ethereal
First, I love Onimusha games.
9 says Ethereal Dragon.
There's a video game store by my house that that has Onimusha 3, which I doubt they're going to upgrade because they got to get the license from that French actor. But I hope so because 3 was the best of them.
Onimusha, is that with the chick running with a sword cutting down the zombies?
Well, it's a dude, but there is a chick in it too. Yeah.
No, yeah, there was one with the main thing was actually the main girl was a chick and she had a cowboy hat. There was that one too.
No, that's Oya Bunga or something.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Like, and I was just like, "What is this game?" And I played a little bit. And I was like,
"Yeah." You said something about a French actor. Is that like actor or whatever?
Yeah, Gene. He was in the first Mission Impossible.
Yeah, that guy.
1-4 takes out the only 10. We have 2 6s taking out 2 of those 8 9s, and then we have 3 trying to help out. There's only 3 9s left, and the 8s take it down. This is an 8, ladies and gentlemen.
Onimusha sounds like it's some kind of like Japanese like dish.
Yeah, it's a great game. I love that game. Alrighty, kids, we are going to move on to book number 6.
I like playing Biohazard on the GameCube.
Oh yeah,
that's fun.
For book,
but the best, one of my favorite games of the PS2 was Obscure.
I actually played the Resident Evil codename Veronica on the Dreamcast.
Clint saying 8 is fine. I'm not sure.
8 is fine, meaning it's fine for this cover.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty, so book number 6 going to Pixel. You have Doom.
I don't want to see Doom guy's face.
All right. I'll tell you what. I had to ask myself: do you want to include a classic game or something that might be better? You know, there are objectively better covers in the reject, but this is classic. So
yeah, it's classic, but it's also not one of the better ones done. This is something that you look like, oh man, that's fun. That's fun back there. But let's not think about this again. This is not done very well. This is a 7.
A 7. I will say this. You remember how I joked that there was a cover called Bloody Guts Explosion, whatever I said? I think it's this cover. All right, so RDV. Oh, no. MK, what do you say?
Yeah. So Yeah, gore, violence. Yes.
Just
Okay.
here.
Yeah, it is interesting seeing him maskless. I guess. Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I do want to make sure you did hear that I said 6, right?
Yes.
Okay, you said 7, and I was like, oh.
I will put down 6 and take away that 7.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think I will go an 8 here. Yeah, it looks like Krang also in the upper right.
Krang.
Yeah,
Alrighty, ladies, what do you say to this cover?
I knew right away. It's like it's raspberry jam, okay?
It is, and look at the way everything's structured, though. Like the gun that he's holding on to, the way his face is rendered, the backgrounds, the colors. Yep. I mean, it's so kitschy, but I don't think they were going for that. But this is a game that anybody can, run on like literally anything. So that's kind of cool. You can run the original game almost on like a napkin.
96.
Yeah. So, it does get credit for that.
You can run it on a napkin. That was a good line. I'm sorry. That did make me laugh.
Right? Awesome. Maybe a 4.
Yeah.
A 4?
Yeah.
Melissa?
At least I feel like the person's trying. So, that's good. But yeah.
All right. What about you, Melissa?
I might give it a 5, but yeah.
All right. And let's see. RDV.
I love how it takes a guy to man spread to take out monsters. He's explaining him how he takes them out. Pixel talked about his face. I said, well, what do you think Mark McGrath does when he's on a concert with Sugar Ray?
Okay.
Can you not see that? As I saw right away.
There's a little bit of Mark. Yeah, okay. The fact that you remember who Mark McGrath is possibly the scariest thing about this cover.
Well, I grew up, and I was like, my 20s were the 2000s, bro.
Every morning, something about a 4-post bed. I don't even remember that song.
I remember it is, but I'm not going
to. Yeah, so, yeah.
Also, he's knee deep in the dead. I love that. I'm gonna go 9 with this. I said it just screams 90s like crazy. It's like I don't know what kitsch is, but it sounds good.
It's like if you have a painting of like a unicorn and a kitten, and like they like photoshopped a rainbow in the background, but just about anything. So anything where you look at it and go, it's kind of amazing, I guess, in a bad way.
It's more like if the unicorn started running over people and started stabbing them. That's what this cover is.
By the way, good movie. I saw that today.
I have not seen it yet. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I'm going 9 with this because it's so zany. He has like the big muffler gun.
Right? Oh my gosh, what is that?
Wasn't that the BFG, the big effing gun?
And that I don't remember the comic book when the game or in the movie something when they showed it. It was a huge gun. It looked like the cable gun.
Yeah, they call it the BFG, the big gun.
Yeah. But I love it because you got the space aliens, you got Krang in the corner. And then the only thing it's weird is the background, the title, like the Doom. It's a totally different style, so it looks more like realistic, where everything's all kind of like cartoony-ish,
All right, so what do you score?
9.
9. All righty, let's get to the chat.
And then Rager, you're great. This is not the BFG gun. He's just holding a regular shotgun.
Jay
Lucian says
starts with an 8.
Rhaegar says this might be 7.
Michael Mouse Taylor said 6. Actually, wait. I'm lowering it to a 5.
Is there a reason why you skipped Undead Quinn?
Because I wanted to go ahead and get the rating.
Oh wow. Sorry, Undead Quinn. I got you. You got your 7 as well.
What?
Whoa.
So
what?
I'm confused.
You read Michael Taylor's.
Right.
Yeah, Michael. So my list. Oh, I have top chat, not live chat. That's my bad.
Well,
Oh.
I'm on
Mine goes
StreamYard.
Jay, Rhaegar, and Michael.
So yeah, I'm looking at StreamYard. I don't know why you're looking at your.
Oh, I'm
you know.
looking. Yeah.
I look at.
We have to move this.
Yes.
this
Anyway,
over there, guys.
Ethereal Dragon gives this a. Oh, sorry.
Clint gives it a blood, guts, and gore fun 9. Doomguy was maskless in the first game,
Still don't like his face.
but then and Dude Quinn comes out to take it down to a 6. We have Dark Arnold March Hair, the real one, says 7. Love the game cover. It's fine.
Ethereal Dragon goes 7.
Okay.
The Jackson Raykirk says 7.
Raykirk.
Beep beep. This is a 9. This cover and MK one should be 10s. Yay!
Beep beep.
Master Bader says, ew, messy cover. I will go 6. Henry Jamek doesn't even have words. He's just saying 7.
Desert Rose gives this an 8.
I'm glad you
Jackson,
liked it, Kenny.
Jackson says I need to find this book. Winter Rose, I guess it's more than 5, but you can read it. Go ahead. Hey, read that's a duck.
What? Wait, 5? 5. Okay. Well, I'll say it 3. And his gun looks like a super soaker. That's a 5.
Michael Taylor is now going down to 6 to 5.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to go ahead
That's
Yeah, you really skipped
that's
ahead.
the last of the numbers. We have 1 4 and 2 5s taking out the 3 9s. We have 5 6s taking out 3 8s and 2 of the 7s, but 3 7s stand. This is a 7, ladies and gentlemen.
That guy doesn't like your face either, Pixel. Jackson.
Alrighty.
Wow, this one was all over the place, huh?
Yeah.
Amy, I'm hoping for you to do the duck voice from Sonic. The platypus.
Oh, sure. For who?
For anybody, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I like to do that voice.
Alrighty, kids, we're gonna move on to book 7. That was RDV, so this is MK, and you get.
Wait, are we skipping Pixel?
Dark Souls.
Bye, Pixel. We just jumped the whole line.
What do you mean?
Hey, Pixel, do you go last?
I have no idea.
I'm not sure either.
Who ranked the last cover? Because he said that was RDV. Now let's go to MK. That's what
Okay, so the ladies were 4, and then RDV was 5, Pixel was 6. So yeah, this is MK. MK, what do you think?
Okay. Dark Souls. Yeah, I never played this game. My friend liked this game. Yeah.
Remember, we are judging the covers, not.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just rehearsing in my head, you know, like
Drake and
yeah, it gives me.
He's our man. If he can't do it,
Gives me very Lord of the Rings type vibes, you know, Smog. Or Game of Thrones, I guess. I don't know, whatever.
Dragon Slayer, more like that.
Yeah, Dragon Slayer. Yeah, I like the dragon in the castle more than the dude just standing there. Like, well, I mean, he's okay. I guess he's not gonna do much, right? But yeah, I'll go 9 on this cover. You know, I like the dragon.
alrighty.
Girls.
And how about you, ladies?
Fire.
It's cool. I really like the scale of the dragon. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's a cool piece. Wow. I mean, I guess it's probably digital, but if it had been like actually painted, it would be something to stand around and look at a canvas like this.
It was probably not AI. So that's
Well, this was made. This isn't recent. This isn't. So it was made
2000s.
within, like, yeah, in the 2000s.
Yeah,
When
Dark
the fir-
Souls has been
The
around.
first
long.
game came out around that, and it spawned up so many sequels and like games like it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is cool. I like the warm colors contrasted against the cool ones. What was this? Somebody was saying about art design for video games out of that era, and they were saying I want to do something besides orange and gray. I'm kind of like I can appreciate that, but this is done really well. I'll give it a 10.
Alrighty, and Melissa, what do you say?
Yeah, it's It looks like something that could have been from like a Magic the Gathering card or something like that. And that's a compliment for me.
Yeah. Stuck in a cage.
They have really, really good environments. This is terrific. I'm gonna give it a 10.
All right. And RDB?
I love the environment around it. I mean, the fact, it's like it's probably somewhere in London, during the medieval period. These get overcasts, so it's gray skies. Probably gonna start raining soon. But then the dragon blowing the fire out, and then you see the black smoke coming up the top of the cover. It's really cool. And I love it. So you talk about the orange and gray. The smoke is making it so hazy so that you can't really see a lot of that detail, which is really cool. I wish I could see the dragon's face a little bit more, though. But that's part of their way to rob Liefeld and hide it a little bit, smoke. But it could be, I'm also not zoomed in either. I'm on StreamYard, but I'm maxed out on the page. Okay, now I can see a little better. I do like how the guy, it looks like he's got like rabbit ears on his helmet.
Yeah, the horns look like rabbit ears.
He's got skinny legs. This is Dark Admiral March hair. I knew it. Yeah. I'm just saying he's going to be one cooked hair. So I'm going to go 10 though, but I love the environment and everything. It just looks great.
All right.
It's hot, as the kids say.
This is fantastic. This is my favorite cover thus far. I adore it. I'm a big sucker for fantasy anyway. So dragons, breathing fire, the castle there, and it's just flames, and you have a knight standing there ready to face it. 10.
All right. And I am agreeing. This is the badass cover so far. It's a 10. All right, let's go to the chat.
Sorry. Says Errol.
And then you decided to go fight the dragon.
Ethereal dragon starts this with a 10.
Of course, he's biased.
He's dragging it along.
Clint agrees with a 10.
Jackson Roykirk gives it a 9.
Oh, Desert Rose says that's kind of cool. I'll give it a 10.
I will give this an 8.
Oh, Winter Rose says I'm a winner. I'm not like fire, so 7.
Day Lucian says 9.
Royal Rigger, come on down and say 8.
Oh, Yogi, I didn't realize you were reading for Rhaegar. I'll read for Dark Admiral March hair. 8.
Well, don't despair, little britches. Henry Jeremick's giving it a 7.
Little britches.
Some things like and some things I don't. The best I can do is a 7. Hey, boo boo.
Michael Mouse Taylor says 9. Very cool cover and very nice colors and detail. Agree with Pixel. Best cover so far.
You know what? If you're a Draken, I take offense to that, but not as much as me making you listen to the Bon Jovi on repeat.
As it stands, we have 2 7s taking out 2 of those 8 10s, and then 3 8s come along, and now there's only 3 10s left. But there's 4 9s, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so it doesn't quite make the 10. Does not quite make the 10. This is a 9. I know, but Earthworm Jim sits solely on the 10s right now. We have 3 9s, we have 2 8s, and a 7.
Well, that just blows.
All righty.
Fire.
Let's go for book. This is book number 8.
Wow. Wait a minute. I just realized Michael Taylor said 9. Very cool cover, all that. Best cover so far. He hasn't ranked a single cover tonight. A 10.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, maybe. But before we go to book number 8, before we go to book 8, here is Rejects number 3.
Nobody.
Alrighty.
That last one you showed is a wraparound cover.
Yeah, I think I already heard it.
That's
Which one?
The Final Fight one. That's a wraparound
Final
cover.
Fight? Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, it's still, I thought it was pretty cool. It made it up to the third elimination.
That's
the one that hurt, that Dino Crisis one where she's running from all that was bad.
That was cool.
To me, it was more of the Legend of Zelda when I would have loved that one in. That's just awesome.
Yeah.
That and the Super Mario one where he's flying.
Where he's flying. That is iconic. I was wondering, but you know what? I'm telling you, Mario, you could do his own video and that one would be in there. Yeah.
Maybe we will.
So yeah, so much better with the music, isn't it? Yeah. All righty. Let's go to book 8. And we are on the Lester sisters here. And you get
Yeah, it is Matt Weldon.
a video game called Bloodborne.
Yeah. Matt Weldon was doing the Final Fight covers. We're done.
That is really cool. Okay, so this is, wow, this is very gray. Let's see, but nice texture.
Reminds you of the Frankenstein movie.
Yeah, I don't know the game at all, but it is.
I've never heard of it before.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, well, not until yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
But hey, good comic book cover is a good comic book cover. I don't care what game it's attached to.
Right. Is that I guess it's like an old windmill or something?
Yeah, it's a windmill on it's crumbling apart. It's going apart. It's destroyed.
Yeah.
And a really scary, spooky area.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
It's all fog you see around it.
Yeah, but I do love all the texture, the little like points of light that are kind of like peeking out through the thick trees and the clouds everywhere, and the way the water kind of standing on the ground catches some of the light and reflects it. There's this one little warm light by the figure who's standing here, and I don't see a lot of that kind of gold color reflecting on the environment too much, maybe a little on the foot there, but it is kind of a cool counterpoint to the rest of the colors or lack thereof in the composition overall. But yeah, nice texture and the hazing. It's a cool piece. Yeah. You know what? I'll give it a 10.
Alrighty. Melissa, what do you think?
Yeah, I love it. It's a 10.
Alrighty. How about you, RDB?
It's what my home state looks like during winter.
Really?
Everything's dead and it's spooky, and especially in October when it gets cold. Get the rainy season, all that stuff. Yeah, it's just so. And then here's the great thing about winter. Okay, quickly, when you start getting rain and the snow starts melting because of rain, you get fog everywhere, and it gets all kind of like this.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and in Wisconsin, we have many windmills. This is a 10 though. This is like, if I'm going trick or treating, this is where I want to go. I might run into the Mod Squad, or the Monster Squad.
Okay, Monster Squad. Yeah, the Mod Squad is a white guy, a white chick, and a black dude.
Well, diversity everywhere.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a 10.
Alrighty, how about you, Pixel?
So I know it's just a small off topic, because we were talking about Frankenstein and everything. You can, you've probably seen videos, Anglantine, of that windmill at.
Yep. I
Epic
can't.
Universe.
I want to go to Epic Universe so bad.
It is astounding to go ahead and see it. I got to see it ignite twice. One time it only got like half of it, but the next time it got all 4, and it was great.
Awesome.
Fantastic, and the werewolf ride was fun too. This cover is amazing. The vibes are immaculate. This is a 10.
All righty. And MK, what do you say?
Well, not much going on.
Are you kidding me? Okay.
Kind of.
Well, we're ranking a book here.
No.
I
know. Yeah, no. I mean, I'm doing the cover. I mean, it's a dude with a what is that? A flame, torch in his hand. I don't know.
Torch in his hand, and probably some kind of like
He's gonna set it on fire.
cornucopia.
Right?
It's already burnt down. He's probably just exploring the ruins.
Oh yeah, true.
I've never played the game.
This what
That
happens.
kind of reminds me of what was it? I think the one Lord of the Rings movie after they burned down all the trees.
Well, yeah. This is
towers.
This is after Amy
Yeah,
gets
the towers.
through with the fire.
Yeah, I'll go. It's cool. So I think I'll go 7 on this one. Yeah.
All righty. And I'm going 10 because it's
All
that
right.
awesome.
Jay Lucian starts us off with a 9.
See.
Followed by Jackson of the Raykirks saying 7.
Desert Rose says 9. I like spooky, scary, foggy night.
I fear your dragon, says 7. It would be better with a dragon.
Well, yes, that's probably true.
Yeah, I agree
But
with that.
I don't know if a dragon would fit. Like, what game is this that, yeah.
Right. We're making-
Never much hair comes in with a 10.
Henry Jeremick says book number 8. It's a very good. It is the 8.
Governor Bader, floor is yours. 15.
Governor Bader says that guy is totally about to set everything on fire just like Amy. I will say a 7.
Why do I feel like his voice should be Darth Vader, but with a southern accent, like Larry the Cable Guy is Darth Vader?
Maybe.
Okay, I want the 2 to be explained here, Clint. Because I mean, this is artistically a good cover.
Michael Mouse Taylor says 8.
At least Winter Rose says it's a boring cover to her. But like, what a 2? Like, there's no artistic value. This is a horrible cover. Like, how does this not sell the book?
I know your reaction is priceless. You're in the middle. He's like,
no, I'm serious. What makes this? What I mean, this is it is just artistically so well done.
You got 2 fingers.
At least a 5. I mean, what the? I mean, just 2. You think this is a horrible? This is a horrible cover? Seriously, horrible. Hold on, just a second. I got to pull up Raleigh Roz. I don't think you guys are remembering what horrible is. If this is horrible, honestly, horrible. That's what 2. 1 is god awful. 2 is horrible. You're saying this is a horrible cover. Like there's no artistic. No.
Oh my gosh! Look at Comic Geeks and scroll all the way to the bottom of the list of books, and you'll find these weird manga art stuff. That's
I literally have some horrible covers from video games. They're god awful stuff.
Yeah, Rhaegar makes a point. Most people here probably don't know the setting of the game. I know.
I have no idea what
Born
setting
dark,
in the game is, but I know what a good comic book cover looks like.
Yeah. This is the vibes. I use
no
the
way,
word,
shape, or form is this a.
It's like
horrible.
Castlevania. It's supposed to be a horror game.
Yeah,
So
but
vampires, right?
maybe it's just missing a little bit more. Maybe if the windmill was just a little bit more in the distance and something like a castle, but I don't know.
Anyway,
Michael Mouse Taylor was in the middle of saying 8. Cool cover and nice detail, but actually, I'm going to raise it to 9. The more I look at it, the more I like it. Boy!
He had 2 minutes of conversation to raise it up. But You already read off Winter Rose. I'm dressing that.
Jackson.
Rhaegar says 6.
Says 6.
But he says raise it to an 8.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, pull up the bone cover that show horrible so we can compare.
Not even that wasn't horrible.
No, but this
Well, Jackson says
this cover is gothic horror.
The artistic
and if you don't like gothic horror, I can understand, but it offends you. You
now,
can at least
that's
admit.
horrible art.
Yeah,
that is horrible art right there. What is?
I thought that's deco art.
This? No.
Whatever. He's allowed to.
I know. I'm just.
I just think he's indecisive because he keeps changing his name now. A windmill. It is a windmill, but it's a decaying windmill. It's messed up. It's yeah. It's got derpy bats flying above it. Yeah. You know what's missing? It's missing birthday balloons. Let's liven them up with some happy trees in the background. And some ribbons.
So this awesome cover with the great shading, with the lighting, the whole 9 yards, is one step above this crap. That's what you're telling me.
Hey, that's not too bad, that guy. He's kind of cool.
Oh, go. That's Riley Roswell. I can take a lot of stuff, but I can't take on this channel. I can't take praising of Riley Roswell art. No, by the way, I'm not.
I will say this, though. The only time Riley Roswell's art's been higher than his normal stuff is when he was doing the Sandman book.
Okay.
And not the Neil Gaiman one. It's the
I know what you're talking about. The Sandman Mystery Theater. Yeah.
Yeah. That was really good.
Yes. Alrighty.
Right. Stuff. It's the mess up the world because the world you're in, which you're appearing into, is corrupted and dead or dying.
Okay. We got a 2. That's unfathomable.
Jackson, bring that back. It's beautiful.
And then a 4, and then a 6, and it's taking out 3 of those 6 10s, and then we have 3 7s taking out those. There's 3 9s left. It's a 9. Alrighty. 2.
Yay!
Alrighty.
Well, he hasn't. I thought Dark Souls and Bloodborne were pretty much like the same. Not the same company, but like same style. I've never played the actual gameplay for either one of them, but I've seen clips.
Right. Let's go for book 9, and it's back to RDV. You get Sly Cooper.
Man, this is horrible compared to the last one.
This is a 1. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, they're not even drawn like real squirrels and raccoons.
Is that from the Golden Book? Is that little Franklin? The turtle? I guess this is more of Amy's. I think. So.
Okay, but what would you score it?
Would I score? I give it a slide 9.
All right. How about you? Next guy.
Hi, I'm Pixel.
Hi, next guy.
This is fun. It's cutesy. It's an 8. It's good. It's very good, but not anything. It's not immaculate like the work before.
French accent because a turtle.
Alrighty, what do you give this Pixel?
I said 8.
Okay, I can't hear you over the vacuum cleaner.
That's empty.
Do you
is your computer overheating?
12:18.
What? My thing's making noise? Oh,
you're really loud.
Really?
MK, what do you say?
Yeah. So I gotta ask, like that. I'm assuming that's a turtle, right? Is he like disabled or something, or like is that just like his?
No, he just sits in a wheelchair for fun.
Yeah, it's hey, if you ever ridden a wheelchair, they are fun.
Yeah, unlike me, I don't have legs. That one has legs.
As long as you can get out of them, they're fun.
They're rocket power wheelchair.
Or if they have rockets on them, it's fun no matter what.
There you go.
Yeah. I was curious.
It's like the silver bullet from Silver Bullet.
Like a Donatello invention or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. This kind of reminds me of the guy in the background, like almost like Darkwing Duck kind of theme almost.
No.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'll go an 8 on this one. I'll give it an 8.
It's the Muppet Christmas Carol. It's a little Tiny Tim.
Oh yeah.
Robin Frog.
But he's got pixels glasses.
What about you, ladies? And what was your score again, Pixel and RDV?
Mine was a 9.
Okay.
What was your score?
Who, me?
Yes, you. The only pixel there is.
8.
Okay. And ladies, what do you?
This is really cute. I mean, it's like a really good comic booky cover. It looks.
Yep.
It kind of like has a Rocketeer sort of vibe, and that's really neat. I wouldn't have expected that from like a Sly Cooper telling. It's got a lot more sort of comic book vision put into it than I really would have guessed.
The environment is really appealing. I like it, like the lighting on the brick wall and the city in the background.
Good textures and the poses are good.
City.
Oh,
Oh man, we missed it.
But normally I don't dig really thick line art, but I think this works, and they are using it as a way to make Sly a bit, bigger in the background and push his little turtle friend kind of more into the background. It's very cool. I like this. I like this. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 10.
All righty. And Melissa?
Yeah,
I'm surprised, but
yeah, I really enjoy the environment, and the characters are drawn very well. Yeah, it's a well thought out composition. I think I'll give it a 10.
So, am I thinking that the turtle just needs a jetpack just to reach that normal speed that he's going?
I don't know. I mean, maybe he can fly with it.
This was one of the covers I saw, and I was like, yeah, I think this is instantly going on. I give it a 10. Let's go to the chat.
I'm making the joke because the turtles are slow.
Yeah,
in the all right. The chat says, Admiral, starting us up with a 10.
I'd say it's well earned.
Clint, I love you, says 9. Fun. Turtle power.
Professor X, if he was a turtle.
I mean, how much better a comic would that be?
He is at a 7.
Yeah. Ethereal Dragon agrees with that 7.
So does Drax and Kirk.
And Michael Mouse Taylor says, haha, this is a 5. Nah. Cover doesn't do anything for me. You know what? It's not even my property.
I don't think so.
Book
No,
9.
no, this isn't.
Mike is right. It is a 5.
If you don't specify, you get random voices sometimes, Henry. Little Rhaegar gives this a 9. Oh! Warner Rose just keeps getting goofy voices. Oh, so go 6!
Yes, and then J. Lucian comes in with an 8.
And Desert Rose gives this a 9. Nope, she gives this an 8.
All righty. And we have 2 5s taking out 2 of the 4 10s, 1 6. Now there's only 1 left. We have 3 7s taking out the last 10, and 2 of the 9s, 4 8s take care of the rest. All righty. This is really just being an 8 fest. Or just, I mean, we are skipping on the 10s tonight.
Well,
I'm wondering, okay, so I'm wondering, are any of you guys voting contrarian? Just wondering.
I wonder if any of them are actually on this voting because they don't know it's a ranking cover.
Maybe. I'm ranking the game.
no, because they used to misspell ranking.
Yeah, that happens all the time. Go for, let's see, book. We are on number 10. Yeah, you guys know we're not ranking the games, right? We're ranking the covers. All right. So if you see an awesome art piece, like say,
if we were ranking a game, this would be a
this, great. It's more than a 2. That being said, we're on number 10, and that means it is.
Pick a Marvel.
It is Pixel.
Oh
Pixel. You get Silent Hill.
Jericho, how do you rank this?
Damn it. So like it's pretty like this is boring. This one is.
Are you okay?
No. Okay, listen. Bloodborne wasn't boring at all, but this is. I tell you how I judge these books. If they look good to me, like I would see that cover, and it makes me feel something. This makes me feel nothing. I'm going 5. It's very meh.
Okay, hold on. Let me start. I'm gonna start this. All right, because the fog is. They managed to capture the fog of Silent Hill. They managed to capture the what am I trying to say?
I don't know the game.
Ominous.
I know of it.
Presence of the thing. The silhouetted man. You see the sign. You know the danger that's coming up. There is so much more just than drawing a superhero pose or something like this. This is telling a story. But no, let's go give it a 3 and a 2. Okay, fine. All right, go on ahead. I haven't had a good rant on this kind of shit anyway, but go on ahead in a long time. Go. Give it your 2.
I didn't. I gave it a 5.
All right.
Because it's
just a guy. Oh my God, it's a 2. Yeah, come on. All right. RDV, what do you say? Oh no, it's MK. What do you say?
Yeah, I mean Silent Hill, you know, definitely like it always have that eerie, foggy feel.
Froggy?
Yeah, Froggy.
Spooky.
Yeah, I guess I'll give it a 7. Yeah. I think it's above that, like about very averages, you know, maybe a little bit slightly above average.
You honestly believe that this is horrible art, guys? I mean, this is horrible art to you guys. That's what I'm hearing. Like, what is good art to you guys?
Well, definitely not the angle for the guy. So it looks he's super like Slender Man.
I mean, you can tell what everything is. It's just I don't know.
They should have just left the guy at the cover and just had the sign on there. It would have been perfect.
Hold on, here we go. Let's do this here.
I think it would have been better if they would have had Pyramid Head somewhere on the cover. That would have been cool.
Rank this.
And then
I'm not gonna count it. I'm going back to Silent Hill, but do me a favor. Rank this.
Woohoo! Sneak preview.
Everyone's gonna say 2.
Yeah, this is fine. Like it's not. At least I have Mario. And that's a fun cartoonish thing to look at, but it's not like this. I haven't played Silent Hill. I don't have any.
You don't have to play Silent Hill to look at a comic book cover.
I am. That's my point. I'm telling you, this cover does not invoke anything like Bloodborne did.
Okay.
It's just a sign. This is a man standing.
I'm not even talking about at least a 5, okay, but 3.
Excuse
2,
me.
1. Come on. All right.
Can you guys just, complain about hey, it's just a sign? You're mad because it's telling you to be quiet, Pixel.
Right. At the very least, why do you think? Okay, this one sucks harder than Monica. Okay, why? Why does this cover suck? What is?
And you've never met Monica. She cannot honestly say that. So
I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, yeah, but why?
Yeah,
does
he's
this
making fun of the Bill
suck?
Clinton thing.
Oh, Monica. Okay.
One
Anyway,
Monica.
all right. So what do you gave this a 5? Let's see. MK gave it a 7. Ladies, what do you think?
This is such strange texture that's used in it. I think that's the thing that strikes me about it the most. And normally I don't go straight into like coloring, but when you have something where it's done clearly, you almost have to go into the texture of something. Because when you look at paintings, a lot of what makes it work or not is the application of the medium. And it looks foggy, but it looks a little pixelated, which almost makes it a bit disjointed and a bit haunting. Like there's sort of an unusual undertones of some of the colors that kind of blend together with some of those blues and greens and well, depending on what your resolution area is, it can be into kind of a purple or gold. It's just sort of an unusual use of the color. It's really it's an odd piece and it's a quiet piece, and that's just really interesting to me. I really do like the bright. It's got this bright white like behind the sign.
Yeah.
But it feels bleak. And
Which-
that's interesting that they're using light to create bleakness.
That's unusual.
That's unusual. And just some
which is the game up, down, left, right, and forward.
right. If they could fit the little dog, is it a spoiler if I mentioned the little dog? Probably not.
No.
That would be good. But it's an interesting piece, and I do like the font, of course, is for the game. So, but it is a cool font for the cover, and it blends well with the overall style of the thing. And it doesn't have a barcode on it. At least the one I found didn't. Oh, that one does? Okay. So some do, some don't. But I think it's cool. I like it. Yeah. Oh wow. That is so weird. Like just the way the foreground element in this kind of, it's almost like a grass, but it kind of goes almost into sort of like a mud. It's so eerie. It's just a really interesting piece. I would give it a 10. I do like the choices that they made are to create the feel for the thing. Like if you look at it, if you're looking at it as a drawing, but that's not what it is, and that's not what it's trying to invoke. And what it was going for, I think it did really well.
All right.
I feel like when I saw this, first thing I thought was scary. There was like, there's nothing hideous. I mean, the guy there walking through, he doesn't look well, and he's lugging the gun. I'm definitely like, I kind of feel like this guy's coming out of the fire, frying pan into the fire kind of situation. Yeah, I felt like emotionally, it's like I was kind of scared to touch the book. It's a very
Well, it is ominous, but
It is ominous.
It's the kind of ominous that's kind of like, and again, if you haven't played the game, but it's one of those things that's just kind of like, it's a little maddening. Like it just doesn't quite make sense. It's not scary in the sense that there's monsters looking around the corners. It's scary in the sense that you're like, what is going on?
It's what do you call it? A psychological thriller.
Yeah.
It's also dense fogs too in the game. That's the whole part of the game it was dense fog. So you had no idea. You could hear things, you just couldn't see it till the last minute.
Yeah.
So, and I don't like fog. I've been in fog like that before, and it's freaky.
Now,
Especially
I didn't play that one game, but I can say so far, this is the cover that's captured the essence of any video game tonight.
Like I said, for me, as far as like without the stories, I was just saying is just looking at the dense fog. I've been on a walk before with a friend, and we had a deer walk in front of us. Couldn't even see the last minute because that's how close we were to it. And then they freaked out. We freaked out. we were like 12 though. So anyway, yeah, the scariest thing on this cover for me though is that guy's not a registered gun owner.
Well, I mean, you're just assuming.
I don't see him. If he's in Texas, there's no open carry.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Turns out if it's your constitutional right.
Yeah, but the most thing that feds me on this cover is the way the guy's pose. It looks like he's just standing with his legs next to each other, standing like it's weird.
His one knee is bent. He's obviously moving forward.
It's hard to tell. It looks like it's all together like one worm.
Without my glasses.
Yeah. Well, that means you're raking these bad then if you can't see.
No, I can actually see him moving without. You know.
Like he's gonna it looks more like his feet are tied together. He's gonna fall forward.
Okay. Anyway,
I'm giving it a 5.
All right.
His back leg is slightly rendered forward. If you were to go like pitch straight, it's leaning towards the sign, and the outside of his other leg is kind of curved back. So there's a sense of there being.
But you really got to stare at though to find that out though.
Sure. And I guess that's something I just kind of pick up sort of quickly, but it creates an imbalanced feel, but I think that kind of works for it. But I totally get what you're saying.
Also, the
sometimes
angle on
a
him,
cleaner silhouette's nice.
The angle on him is so weird though. Like I said, why is he so freakishly tall? Over on the ground, shouldn't the sign also look higher too?
But not if he's closer to the camera, so of course he's a bit bigger.
I think the disjointedness of it is part of what is kind of setting it off, and at least I feel like that's what the artist was going for, because
So,
it's
like I
got
said, it's a 5 for me.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I'm obviously giving this one a 10. So let's move.
Yeah, one sec. Good thing you're not ranking here. I'm surprised you showed up. Are you gonna stay late now that you came here later?
Alrighty, let's go to the chat. And Winter Rose says that one sucks harder than Monica. It's boring. I say 3. Okay. I don't believe it. I think it's I'm taking it's kind of like a statement thing.
Admiral says 9. And here's the thing too: you can't be mad because you chose a book and nobody liked your cover.
No, it's just there's nothing to it. It's a 3. Big deal. Okay, why? Why is
I know you want to explain,
do you honestly think that this is that? I mean, just artistically, the fact that when it comes to 2s and 3s and 1s, the fact that a car looks like a car or a very good car or something,
dude, your bone cover was a 2 to me. Get over it.
At least you could tell. Look, I could argue the bone cover more because, as some people pointed out, it's confusing as to what was happening. It was somebody looking in on people. They were being spied on. Okay, I got that. I thought it told a story. One thing I have found out: do not put comic book covers up that need you to look and tell a story, because there are some. The ranking comes out absolute quick, and if it isn't obvious, it gets a low score. That's why this simple cover would get a higher score than something that tells a story.
I don't know, because I would still give that a low score.
Yeah, I would still give this low score because it's boring.
Yeah.
But yeah, all I'm talking about is, okay, you're going to put a 1, you're going to put a 2, you're going to put a 3. Back it up. Back it up. Give a reason why. You know, don't get, and if I call you out on it, don't get pissy and say from now on everything's a 10.
Be thankful that people are here watching your stream.
I am. I'm just okay. You know what? I am, and I haven't had one of these rants in a long time. But there you go. I have. And one of the things is, yes, I know these are sock puppet accounts. Are you really putting sock puppet accounts to grade shit low? Is that what's going on? You know. But go on ahead. Let's go. Jay and Jackson also give it 3s.
Masturbator says an eerie cover, but not doing much. 4 for me.
If you really are upset about the sock counts, why don't you do the auction?
No, but if you're gonna be honest, if you're gonna give a reason, if you're gonna be honest about things, okay. If you're gonna make statement votes, then all right, okay.
All right, I just texted the whole group. We're gonna do low scores rest of the night.
Desert Rose says, I don't know about the video game, but if that was based on that movie that was exceptionally scary, this cover I would have to rank a 7. I do not know much about the movie, but it would be a good one to probably.
There's 2 movies.
Okay, but once again, and this is something I have to ask about just in general. This is a comic book cover ranking show. We have been ranking comic book covers. What it's like, I'll call Eric out on this one. What does it matter if it's a video game cover, video game comic book cover, or if it's Superman? We're ranking the art. We're ranking, does the art tell a story? Does it make you want to buy the book? Does it make you anything along those lines? It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter if we're ranking Little Lotta or if we're ranking X-Men. You know,
they're saying it's boring. It means they don't want to buy the book.
Yeah, well, that's actually okay. At least there was a boring, sure, but you know,
well, that's what they're implying when they say it's awful.
All right, but anyway, you know what? I haven't had a rant like this in a while. It's gonna go away.
Guys, give him money. He's getting cranky.
Ethereal Dragon gives this a 5.
I'm bringing my home problems to work. Is that what you're saying, RDV?
I'm not saying it. You're saying it.
Do you have numbers down for this one, E?
Yeah, so far I've got 2 3s.
If you have the numbers down, let's just move on to the next one. We'll
read the next one. 2 4s. I haven't written everything out. No, I've been chatting. I've been having a good time chatting.
All right, sorry, Amy, where are we at?
I was just reading what was left. And I'm like, yeah, but if we've got all the numbers down, then let's go ahead and bring up a new comic so everybody can have some more.
Let's see. It's just the fog.
So the fog is cheap, says Henry. As I said, it circles the rectangular shape of the cover, not like fog. The figure is not done well. Bad angle. That's why he said to give it 3, said Henry.
Okay, it's a 3 because I can't remember what 1 or 2 is called. See, there's no like this is what usually you give a score and you give a reason. So okay, every score has been absolutely justified. I was just one. Okay, you know what? I'll shut up. You guys go do.
All right, let's just get our next book up. And
Remember,
maybe
guys, no more hurts. Just skip the auction if he makes you mad.
He looks like he's 8 feet tall, 7 feet from the waist down.
Oh, hey, good luck to your niece.
Good luck to your niece.
Yeah, good luck to your niece game, Dark Diablo.
See, now there you go. That's what I was saying.
And I just read that.
Yeah, I know. Okay, there we go.
It's not Jackson's fault. It was the one
All
on
right.
man.
Let's see. We have 2 3s taking out 2 of the 3 10s. Then we have 2 4s taking out the last one, and 1 of the 8s. We have 4 6s. So that's what this is. It's a 6. All right. Because of the horrible, horrible art on this.
Don't worry. I'm sure the last 2 will just be just as bad.
Oh, no. I'm sure it will be, actually, because one of them, let's see. One of them is a painting, and the other one is a very, very rare comic book that you guys have probably never seen before. Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, so let's go for it. Look, I can also
wait, like the Jewish bar mitzvah one.
Also, you know what? I'm gonna go all husband on you guys. Are you guys saying I can't have feelings? Are you guys saying that I can't voice what?
Gail, can you come get your husband? He needs some idol.
Is that it? I can't voice how I feel about things. Is that it? Only one of us can have feelings in this relationship. Is that what you're?
That's what we're saying. You have too much emotion.
No.
You're very emotional, E.
Yeah, sometimes.
We get you're passionate. Just don't tell us about it.
All right.
I thought that was Chucky.
MK, you have one of the rarest comic books of all time, Twisted Metal 2.
I remember Twisted Metal. Awesome.
Hold on, before you grade on this.
Yeah, sure.
No, thank you, Henry, for putting in the book number. So this was actually a giveaway, and there was only like 50 given away. No, I think there were 100, and the 50 were given away with some like a version of the video game.
Yeah.
And then the others were you just had to write in and ask. So this is one of the most rare comic books you will ever find. MK, what do you say?
Yeah. So definitely a creepy but cool, very stylish cover, I think. As usual, chaos in the background, just like the game, pretty much. Yeah, I think I'll go 9 on this one. Yeah. And the doll also reminds me of Chucky in some ways.
More like Tank Girl.
Alrighty. I know, right?
He's tickling his belly, right?
Melissa and Amy, what do you think?
It's such a bizarre piece, isn't it? But the style kind of makes sense for the game. It does. When you said Tank Girl, I think that's about right for it, and I'm sure that's what they were going for because, well, similar kind of vibe. It's really, really odd, and that's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't know a lot about the game, but of course, I've seen the cover around and stuff like that. It's certainly a known series. Yeah, it's got kind of a cool indie vibe, and it seems to work with the font and everything that's on it. Yeah, it's really bizarre, but I think I can give it a 10. It's right for what it is, I think.
Okay. How about you, Melissa?
She had to step out for a moment to help Dad. So
alrighty. What about you, Pixel?
She couldn't take Isa.
You mean
good Lord, I go on a rant, okay? Come on. It's not a big freaking deal.
Hi, I'm Other Pixel.
RDV, what do you say? Yeah, you would be next. Sorry.
Yeah, I would be next. Get it right, bub.
Come on.
If I saw this at a shop, I'd put in $1 bin because I don't like this art. This is 4 for me.
All right.
There is a lot of technical merit to look at here, but I don't enjoy that. It's the same thing that kept me from watching the Twisted Metal show.
By the way, that is a fun as hell show. I really recommend the Twisted Metal show.
It doesn't have. It has a look that I just don't
care for.
No,
I will. The best thing about that freaking show, goodness gracious, what's his name? He did the voice in is Batman the Lego Movie. He does the voice of
Will Artell.
Yeah. Okay. Who?
Artell. Will Artell.
No. Arnett. Yeah. He does the voice of Sweet Tooth, and somebody else is the body, but the movements and everything, I swear to gosh, it was like they were the same person. It is. I mean, but this show, it's got such a great comic tone to it. I highly recommend the show. Anyway.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I bet you probably watch MacGruber too.
Didn't care for the movie, in all honesty. No. I wanted to so much.
It was a TV series too.
Yeah, I like the guy's humor. Will Forte, I think his name is. Yeah. I like his sense of humor, but MacGruber just didn't do it for me.
Yeah, I think the style is fine for what it is. I just don't like it, so it's going to be a 5.
All right.
Yes, yeah, it's right. Samoa Joe's in that. He's the main lead in that.
Samoa Joe, he plays Sweet Tooth.
Yep.
Yeah, he does great. He really does move.
He's one of my favorite wrestlers in AEW right now. He's just fun.
All righty, and how about UMK? What do you say?
Oh yeah, I started it.
You started this.
Yeah.
1, 2.
The only thing I only like Samoa Joe is when they show the close up and the camera. He's at the microphone. And he's yelling. He's angry. There's spit flying out of his mouth.
You gave it a what, MK?
Yeah, no, so I gave it an 8.
An 8. Okay, that's the one I'm missing. Alrighty.
Yeah, it's one of the grossest thing is watching him speak.
The thumb is weird, considering the position of his hand. The thumb has to be built, actually kind of rubbery right up to his mouth there. It's hard to tell what's going on in the background, except for everything's on fire. But what is that wreckage? Is that Sweet Tooth's van? It looks like Sweet Tooth's ice cream truck. I do think that this very much is kind of Tank Girl vibes. So if you like that kind of thing, okay. Overall, it tells the story. I'm giving it a 7.
He's saying this character's name is Calypso, in relation to the mutants. He is the man who runs the Twisted Metal tournament and is a Faustian demon. If you win, he grants your wish, but all wishes come with a price. That sounds like another 4-issue miniseries I read a couple years back. Same premise. There's basically this girl was given a chance to basically, and if you win the race, you're granted a wish, and turns out the guy who gives you the runs the race really looks like Satan. He has like the little tail and everything and stuff. So
that's a TV series.
Well, no, the one I read was not. It was a comic book. It's a 4-issue. Okay. I think I'm trying to remember what it was called.
Jeez.
But yeah, it was fun. I've never played the Twisted Metal games because I was too busy playing the Hot Wheel games on PS1.
Okay.
Or Super Nintendo. Anyway, the chat says.
Oh.
The chat says they're mad at me because I went on
Snickers. Yes. It's my fault. I bring everyone to these shows, says Jackson. Jay says 5, but Master Bader says a nice creepy cover. 8. Yeah.
Jackson Reichert gives it a 6.
Ethereal Dragon says 1. Hideous.
Winter
Rose.
Winter Rose says, "No, I like this cover. It's a 9."
Little Rhaegar gives this a little 4.
Little Rhaegar walks up the gate, kicks him in the nuts, says 4.
Michael Mouse Taylor says 4. Not a fan of this cover, and it's on Peacock. Good God Almighty, where's my properties?
I can see why people had no idea this was actually a really expensive cover. Like I said, if I saw this, I'd be like, I'll toss it in the dollar bin with the Call of Duties.
It's not expensive for the cover. It's expensive because it's rare as hell. Yeah.
Henry Jamek says book 11. That guy has crazy looking knuckles. The background is messy, but
I did chase away, by the way, 8 people off the show. So there you go.
Oh, I know you did.
Yeah.
I like the doll. It's a 6.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
All righty.
You also remember that you got a bunch of people on the panel here too.
Yeah. Well, I know that, but I
MK's
saw in the chat where I chase people away by having a fit, I guess.
You kind of do. I hope it's not.
You know what though? Okay, you know what?
I hope you got all your system.
I don't put the rules in. You guys graded on everything, but sometimes it just feels like, okay, we're making a statement on something. It just, I don't know. It comes off as false to me. And you know what? I could keep quiet about it. I guess my whole thing has been for the entire channel that I don't speak what's on my mind, and it's got me in trouble, by the way. It's got me in trouble before. Look, I could have gone along with Ethan Van Sciver. I could have been, I could have gone along with the Gary crew and all them. And I could have said, you know what? I don't give a fuck about winning the culture war. And I'll just walk lockstep with everybody. But no, I told Ethan Van Sciver he's full of shit. And I lost most of my view. I lost damn near all of my viewers for it. I say what's on my mind. Sometimes maybe I say it a little harshly, but I always say what's on my mind. That's a promise. Sometimes you're not going to like it. Sometimes, but the thing is that's also how my family has been. My family is somebody like, if we get into argument, we start with fuck you. Most arguments, they start small and they end with, that's where we start. And then after we're done with the argument, we say, hey, you want to go to lunch? Because it never really affects, because a lot of the stuff we're arguing about, ultimately, it doesn't matter. So maybe that, but I've never been somebody who kept quiet about my feelings or anything like that. So I do apologize if I came off a little bit rough. I do want everybody to have a good time, but okay. I like it when, like, if Amy comes along and she gives us this 10-minute monologue on why a cover sucks, and then she goes a 1. Okay, you know what? There you go. She at least says why it's a 1. Sometimes I agree with the 10s. Okay, we give a lot of 10s out. Oh, why do you think this is a 10? I don't know. It would be nice to hear, but there you go. Okay, anyway.
Ready for the last cover of the night?
Ooh.
Did I get the
sure, huh?
We got a 9 and a 6. Okay. Y'all have a good night, Jackson. You take care. And then 9 and a 10. I have no idea where this one comes from. Where this one goes. All righty. I don't think I wrote stuff down. We have a 5. We have an 8. All righty. We have a 5 and then an 8 from the Masturbator, then a 6 from Jackson Rhaegar, and a 1 from Ethereal saying it's hideous. All righty. And then let's see. Wow, that's a cool fact. Well, thank you. Try. Alrighty, and then a 4 from Rhaegar. Amy has mellowed a lot on these cover rankings.
I think she just escapes and starts humming and does her own thing.
Maybe. No. It's talking about she graded this. She saw the artistic merit in it. That guy, crazy looking knuckles. The background is messy, but I like the doll. It's a 6, says Henry. It's kind of what I said. I think the hand bothers me on this one. The characters. Okay, we read that. I actually love Twisted. Explains the
if something's rough, but the artist, tried to do something kind of original, I can respect that.
Well, EBS is full of shit. He is, and he always has been. And yeah, I mean, that's just the way I've been. I know there's people. Oh my gosh, you should have seen the backlash after that. People coming in. But look, you know what? I disagreed with what Richard was doing long before everybody else jumped on that train, because I wanted to win the culture war. So my thinking was, we've got to make sure that they're the crazy ones.
Can we, England, please? Can we get back to?
Yeah, you always complain about us.
I know I'm on a rant tonight. I apologize.
Have you had any sugar or too much?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I mean, seriously.
All right, so we have 1-1 taking out the 2 10s. We, also, by the way, I do like just talking sometimes. All right, we have 3 4s taking out the last 10 and 2 of the 3 9s. We have let's see, 2 5s taking out the last 9 and 1 of the 2 8s. Then we have 2 6s taking out 1 of the 8s and the only 7. So, okay, wow, that makes this a 6.
Amy, you need to get a hold of this guy. He's ruining your channel. He is. I mean,
all righty, kids.
The jealousy, the fact that everybody wants you to take over the channel, and we're reading out the comments. It's something he used to do by himself. Now he used to share. He's kind of upset a little bit about it.
No, I'm not upset that you guys are sharing. I mean, granted, the show's gotten a lot longer, but I don't care. I think
we will take our ball and go back to the Geeky Puppet Show. We're not gonna take this abuse anymore.
No more.
Oh, all righty, kids. Okay.
I'm hopping out of here with my no legs.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to take one more second. One of the things that people say they like about this channel is the authenticity. We are not AI or anything like that. So occasionally, yes, all righty, you deal with human emotion.
AI.
I apologize for my rantings. Okay.
I'm not even here. I'm a figment of imagination.
All right. Let's go for book 12. Will this, by the way, we don't do the end if there isn't anyway, we only have 110 tonight is what I'm trying to say. There we go. But
it was a good one.
This is Udon's Art of Capcom.
Oh, isn't that nice?
This is real quickly. If he ever rants like this guy gotta do is go into the chat. You guys in there, post that the Germans are bombing Pearl Harbor again.
Oh my gosh, I missed that so much. Oh, yeah, MARANYA with her, the Germans are bombing Pearl. Oh my gosh, I missed that. Oh, MARANYA, I hope everything works out for her. I love her. She is missed.
Here and it's out still, so I think it'll be much. But once she gets settled by the second week of July, and she's in Florida, everything will be much better.
This is beautiful.
Yeah. But who's ranking this first?
Oh, this is the girls.
Okay,
the ladies have it. Yeah, the Lester girls.
Oh, it's beautiful. These lovely warm colors.
I want Chinese food now.
Shading. Yeah, it's hard not to be hungry. The lanterns and the blue sky. The characters. This is nice because we have a lot of characters here and they're grouped, but the person who did the grouping, they didn't stack any heads. Like, it's a pretty good arrangement of characters. The little lights on the signs and just the details and the way the colors are brought together, the brush work, and oh my gosh, even like some of the little stickers and stuff that are on the it's an amazing.
You know what this reminds me of? I forget what it's called, but it's the one in the diner. Where it's where you have the celebrities,
James Dean and all it's in the diner. Yeah, the booth.
Oh, that's gonna bug me until I remember.
I know, right? I'm gonna look that up. You keep talking about this. I'm gonna look that one up.
Yeah, it does have that kind of vibe to it. If she had like a fedora on.
It's called Nighthawks by Edward Hopper.
How about the girl behind her, the pink, and she's actually she's slurping up the noodle. And you actually see it.
Yeah, it's a great mouth shape. And that's Lilith. She's got her little 8 wing ears and everything. Oh my gosh, look at Beaky's handing this little bowl of noodles over the counter. Yeah. It's such a cool piece. This is a 10. It's great. Chun-Li has this. I like Chun-Li, the look on Chun-Li's face, like she's seeing someone that's just next to the camera, but it's kind of cool. If you see somebody who's just over here or
Frozen.
She's just turning your attention towards them.
Yeah.
He did such a good job catching
this one.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it kind of gives me the same vibes.
A lot of the similar colors and use of lighting. So it has it feels active. This one has better overall energy, a more positive energy. It's not as but then it lacks. I guess it lacks a certain crystals of the other piece. But I mean, they're both great pieces. Yeah, this is great. I love. Oh my gosh, the details on the
The
tissues.
udon logo. You see the chopsticks in it?
The where? Oh yeah, all the chopsticks you can get there. But now I want noodles.
I know, right? I have ramen noodles I can go make.
Yeah, I think I might end up making that for dinner. Oh, or I could eat my other biscuit. That
I
might
would
be
want to
good
go
too.
to an actual ramen
Well,
restaurant and get it done right.
I
rather than
would,
the
but
packaged
LA's on
noodles.
fire right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, there's that. We have a couple of noodle places around here. I've never
Right.
had the nerve to test because I feel like the ramen I make are pretty darn good, and they're nowhere near $10 a bowl.
But
So I'm kind of like, how good is your soup? How much
go to
better? is-
Kroger and get that red Nissan udon bowl. Anyway, so what would rank this?
Oh yeah, a 10, and Melissa will give this a 10 too. There's no doubt about that.
Alrighty. And how about you, RDV?
First thing pops in my mind, and I can't believe that. Well, I don't maybe you never saw this movie, but it's called Blade Runner.
Yep.
Oh, I've heard the name. Yeah, it's supposed to be a
Where
really
it had-
good movie.
There's a scene in there where Harrison Ford goes out to an outside diner. Of course, it's raining around that, and so but he sits down and he sits there and he gets orders, and it's the same setup. These little like pop up little trucks or tents and things.
They are all over Asia, by the way.
Yeah, that's really cool. And then they got the beer and all the stuff they're drinking. You know, everyone even got Mega Man in the background giving a peace sign. The guy with the backwards cap up, you know, or he's next to the guy in the diner. He's the middle guy, all right? How much hair gel do you have to use to get the hair like that?
All of it? Just the entire jar and just.
But everyone, like as you go down the bar, there's so many people like just sitting down eating, you know. Yeah. At first, I didn't see the girl passing the Mega Man those bowl and stuff, so it's kind of cool. And he's getting a peace sign to her.
Yeah.
It's great. The
That's
detail, little
Naruto,
cups,
right?
I don't know. I don't know a lot of the Japanese.
He's got the metal thing on the top of his hat, so
Isn't it gorgeous? I figure you'd give this.
It's
a
Mega Man, is it? Or I don't know.
Glorious.
Anyway,
I mean,
the sticks up close and every detail on all this is just so fantastic. Even the bowl that she's holding on the inside, how it actually the different ingredients, everything. It's a 10.
No, it's beautiful.
All
Well,
right.
I mean, art of Capcom. I bet this would be a good book.
Well, yeah. I hope it has pictures of them eating more food.
What do you think, Pixel?
I'm so hungry already.
I'm a very simple man. I see Chun-Li. I like it. This is a 10. That's my wife. I don't even have to look, I don't have to look at those.
There is a, there actually is a real live kickboxer. She does.
Oh yeah, I saw that video. That was
Really? Oh,
and she
that's
just,
awesome.
and all she does is kick people, and then she wins.
I saw this. It was a cosplayer, well, group of cosplayers. Like it was one guy who was into martial arts and he liked anime, and he talked all of his martial artist friends into dressing up as different Street Fighter characters, and none of them knew who they were supposed to be, but they're there to support him. So like, okay, so there's a bunch of Street Fighter characters there, and there's a Deadpool that decided to start heckling the Chun-Li, and she's like, I should kick you in your face, and he's like, I'd like to see you try it. She kicked her foot up to like half an inch from his face. He was like, oh my gosh, you actually can. And she's like,
nothing like a Deadpool cosplayer. They think
yeah.
they're funny. Alrighty, MK, what do you say?
Okay, so yeah, so I've read some of the Street Fighter comics as well, and yeah, okay, so I'll say the detail and the art's awesome, but the not much going on here. I'm kind of hoping, maybe there would be like a fight or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like them eating, So it's like I'm gonna go with 6 on this one.
All right.
Yeah, it looks good. It's just I don't want to see them eating. I don't know. It's like I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Whatever.
The characters do eat, right? They
Yeah,
would
of
have
course,
to
of
in
course.
their universes. Okay,
course.
so you don't want the quiet moments.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I don't know. It's I don't know. It's like okay. I don't know,
Okay,
whatever.
let's go to the chat. Hey, no, there you go.
Clint,
The art's awesome. I mean,
The art is awesome. Yeah, it's a 6.
I consider like the setting too. Like if you see you can have, like what's that one picture? Was it Captain America where he's just standing there? Like the art's good, but he's not doing anything. I can't remember the cover, but I don't know.
Okay.
So that's what I think.
There's a lot of them actually with that.
This one with
All
his
right.
chest out,
Let's go to the chat.
Like Clint is starting us off with a 9. I like the color of the lighting. It is so well
light.
done.
Oh my god.
Jay Lucian gives this an 8.
Aw. And Eric Breen gives this a 10. Coco probably does too.
Coco says,
She doesn't
"Why are
get
you so up, old man? Let's go to bed."
Little red car says too. I don't like the style. That much going on. Just eating. It's boring to me. Ah, beep beep.
Yeah, same. Yeah, it's exactly.
Ethereal Dragon.
But the art's good.
7.
You know, I mean, like you say, okay, it's a 6, it's average because of nothing. The art is good, and you know, but at least he says he doesn't like the art style. All right, it's not a statement.
So let's see.
I mean, it's a ramen shop, and there's a fat guy on their side laughing. It's authentic.
Yeah.
Master Beta. Something looks off with Chun-Li's face. I'll say 4.
And Chun-Li's face kept getting me from being a 10 to Clint.
Henry Jamex's book number 12, Chinese Diner, reminds me of Blade Runner. It's a 9.
All right, Gar. Or I guess normal size, right, Gar? Gives us a 10. Let's see here. Oh, Winter Rose says, "Yeah, guys, believe it or not, it's too anime for me. I probably shouldn't have this voice then. The painting art is interesting, but I like Street Fighter. I want action, like Mortal Kombat cover." They were just standing there, though.
But they were standing there like this.
Oh, okay.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, they were about to just punch each other pretty much.
But they were just standing there,
Michael
about to
Mouse.
fight, not fighting.
Yeah.
Michael Mouse Taylor says 9. Very nice art, colors, and detail.
There's a reason why I don't like all those covers you just pointed out. It reminds me of the bad fighting in Arrow.
Oh my gosh, Arrow fighting was horrible. It's like they ran up to each other, and instead of like just going into the fight, they stopped and then remembered their dance moves. That's been, yeah. I loved Arrow as a show, but the fighting was just, you could hear the director saying action every time they stopped, or every time they started.
Out. Just
Desert
cut.
Rose.
You give it a 9?
Oh, Desert Rose gives this a 9. And wants pizza.
And Michael Taylor telling you to raise it to 10.
All right, it's a 9.
His favorite cover. Honestly, for me, this might be my favorite cover other than the Gothic Horror one.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a great cover.
I mean,
I
anything
agree.
that makes me want to go eat food is good.
Yeah.
I forgot to do the right.
But there you go, gang. We've got an obvious 10, and that is that. We have the worst cover of the night. Are the worst covers are the Silent Hill and the Twisted Metal, and so that would be 12, 11. Then we have 10 is the Doom, 9 is Sly Cooper, 8 is Dino Crisis, 7 is the Resident Evil, 6 is the Chun-Li, the Diner, 5 is the Windmill, 4 is the Dragon, 3 Mortal Kombat, 2 is Protocol, and then number 1 is Earthworm Jim. There we go, gang. That is what's going to the bracket fight. Let me grab it here. All right. Yay! There we go. I mean, it's a good cover. Don't get me wrong. That is a good cover.
Oh, yeah.
There were better. There were also good covers in here that deserve
That's
to be
right.
better. So.
There's a lot of ways to. There's so many different ways something can be really good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All righty. So there we go. And we are halfway through. This is this season. So there you are.
MK, your computer sounds like it's getting ready to explode.
Oh, really? Wow. Yeah. I know sometimes when it gets hot out, it runs harder. Hold on,
So there we go. All righty, kids.
Yes.
Book 12 was the favorite. Yeah, I got to say, my favorite is probably the last one. Book 12 is the freaking art is amazing on it.
Yeah.
It's just fan-fucking-tastic. I guess I'm, you know what, and I don't know why I went in through, because I haven't had a rant in a year and probably even more, because I used to take it personal. Right now, I got to tell you, I don't believe it, and that's the problem. I feel lied to. 2 on a cover like that, a 3 on a cover like the Bloodborne. I don't believe you.
There are people who
You
just don't like the things that we like. I've run this before.
No, I get it. Let me finish, okay? And I don't want to be attacked on this, okay? Then I think that's why I got it. I just don't believe you. I didn't believe it. I felt, and I shouldn't do like that. I haven't took anything personal on these for over a year. It's like, and then when, I don't know. It's just, I don't know what happened tonight with me.
It's a conviction thing.
I have not taken these covers personally because I just love having fun looking at the covers. I like having fun with everybody, doing the voices. I like having fun with showing you guys. You guys didn't know Twisted Metal is one of the most rare comic books on earth. I love sharing that kind of stuff. So I don't know what happened to me tonight.
Are you sure you're not stressed out from the whole eviction?
Dude, I am fucking stressed out beyond recognition, tell you the truth.
Well, that's what it is then.
I am tired of these people yelling eviction. I am tired of my daughter not being able to get a job. I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck when we've never been rich, but we had money in the fucking bank. So if somebody got sick, we could take him to the hospital, but I'm stressed constantly. I haven't slept since Ashley's gotten here because I'm chauffeuring everybody. And I'm going to, the show ends at 1:00. I can't go right to sleep, but I've got to get up tomorrow at 5 fucking o'clock. And it's been like this ever. And now I'm like, okay, I've got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do that. I got to do that. But I have to do it all around driving people.
So here's my suggestion. Most
of my fucking work isn't even done. I am sorry, Jay. You know what? I forgot you fucking paid for the shipping. And it made me, it's like a fucking sock in the face. I know where your comic book is, and it's sitting over here. By the way, Clint, also, I sent you a whole bunch of books. And then today I'm going through trying to get everybody's books there, and there's fucking 2 Clint books that I forgot to send. And let's not even forget that, God damn it, it's piling on. Okay, but I don't know if that's the reason why I lost it tonight.
Well, I'm going to tell you now.
I'm telling you, it has been so rough.
If you're not getting enough sleep, then take one of these nights off.
Yeah, absolutely.
But nobody does you don't do the show. You don't need
it. The show's not important.
It is for the people. Everybody likes doing the shows on the days that it gets done.
Of course.
Not if you're not even getting Mr. Cranky Pants.
You're not getting Christmas. Look, it's a one-time deal. I'm not going to do this every night. Okay. But and by the way, I've been So you want to know the sugar thing? I've been drinking this. This is pure. This is water, flavored water. But God bless her, my wife found key lime flavored cookies.
I thought that was a stress ball at first. I couldn't tell what it was.
No, it's a key lime flavored cookie, and this is one of the greatest things I've ever tasted, and it reminds me of home. So so I imbalance myself, I think, but it's just, you know what? God dang it. I apologize, guys. I want you guys to come in and have a blast. I want you to enjoy these covers. I love finding the books and it's like, okay, wow, what's going to be good? What's going to be bad? I don't look for the best covers. I look for the most interesting. So the truth is sometimes I expect, I did not think Doom was going to grade as high as it did, tell you the truth. So sometimes I do put in covers that I just because they're going to be interesting, I don't know.
All right, so we're ranking the 10s.
There's only one tip. We're done. There's nothing to rank.
What was 10?
The Earthworm Jim.
Yeah. I still think it's cool that the video game made by a comic book creator ended up winning. I thought that was cool.
And there were certain covers here. Let me run through them just to keep fun going at least. Okay, I knew this one right at the very beginning. I know I was going to include this one. That I was going to include this one because I love Dino Crisis, and this one was just too awesome not to include. Sly Cooper, and of course
That's just a
Earthworm.
comic booky cover right there. That's
Those right there, I immediately put all the way to the top. I said these are going in. Everything else is fighting for the next 7 spaces. So I'm not surprised Earthworm Jim got to the top. It was, I just really thought it was. Yeah.
And it feels like a comic book. Like it has kind of a comic book feel to it, which is neat.
All right. Let's see. Did we rewind? Let's see. I liked the MK2. The Mortal Kombat was a lot of fun. That was part of the problem. What do I do? Do I put in the new stuff, the old stuff?
Yeah, MK's got a couple of generations.
We could literally do a video game month, and let me see if I can't share the window here. Let me see. Stop screen share. Present. I think. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can't share the window and show you guys what it ended up being, because I gathered damn near every video or every video. I'm reading the thing. I gathered almost every cover on every one of these things right here. But these are all of the video games that have comic books to them, and stuff like. Let me pop into here.
Well, that's a lot, actually.
Yeah. Oh, I spent every free moment of today going through and picking up all of these, and so Nintendo by itself has an entire show's worth of books, and it's the same with Halo. I don't know if when I'm opening these,
oh
if
yeah,
you guys are seeing
comic novels, yeah.
Yeah, the same thing it's with Halo. Look at how many now granted I did double up on a couple of these, so but still, I mean, I could do multiple shows on some of these video games. Here's Atari Force. Atari Force has 24 covers, so that's 2 videos right there. So there's a lot of these. You could easily do a video game month or 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, I gathered all those. That's what I spent on my free time doing today. Well, except I did go upstairs and have dinner and fell asleep a little bit after that. So, yeah. Lowbrow Studios is the channel Not Darkly. Your health comes first. Understandable. No need to. Yeah, I once again, I'm sorry for the thing, but in all honesty, I do want to hear your thoughts. Let me say it a little bit nicer. I want you guys to give us your thoughts more often.
For those in the chat, how would you rank his rants tonight?
Yes, how would you rank this rant?
Do you think it was pathetic? Do you think it was great? Or you just don't care?
How many times would you use the term whiny bitch? That is, yeah.
Cut those pixel.
6 out of 10.
Already.
Yeah. It's better when I'm going off on a bad comment.
Yeah, I go with you. I think maybe it's like maybe a little bit thought provoking here. So I was checking out early today. Last Father's Day, I got my father a Cujo shirt, and he was wearing it today, and it just reminded me of stuff like an idea saying with like movies that are known for like killer animals. And I was thinking, how about 2 movies that you pit against each other? Which is the better movie, Jaws or Cujo?
Jaws.
I always think Cujo personally. I know Jaws is great and epic and stuff, but if you think about it, just think I went after a shark in the water. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean Cujo, it's like I don't know. It's like this poor innocent dog, he gets bit, and it's like all of a sudden that whole area is a threat because he's losing his mind. You know what I mean? And he's just going. But I don't know.
I liked Cujo more so when I was younger than when I grew up. There's a lot missing from it. It's almost like a Cliff Notes to the book.
Okay.
But I don't dislike Cujo. You're just putting it up against one of the greatest films of all time with Jaws. You mentioned killer
animals. Yeah.
Killer animals. And the first thing that popped to my head, because I just found it's either getting remade or it's already been remade, is a movie from 1979, I think it is, called Orca.
Oh,
that
yeah,
I watched a lot as a kid, and I love that movie. But I did watch it again as an adult, and I was like, how is it I found it exciting as a kid, but as an adult, where now I can understand the relationships and everything else, I find it a little bit boring.
Cujo's also was one of our Mother Day's movies recommendations on the Extreme Movie Show.
That's right. I think I remember you guys doing that, right?
Yeah, she's a strong mom that protects her child.
It's one of those things like in the I like the book. Unfortunately, in the book, the kid dies.
Oh, really? Okay.
And one of the things is, you know, she exits the car to fight the dog out of desperation because the child is dying, and the whole point in the book is that she now feels guilty because she should have done it sooner.
Was John Goodman in the movie?
No.
Who was the guy, the mechanic guy, or the junkyard, or the?
Oh goodness, he was a big character actor in the 70s. Like he was in a lot of shit too. Fat guy with a mustache. Cujo or Jaws, Easy Jaws, easily. Yeah.
You're not saying Wilford Brimley.
No.
He's the only guy I know that had the mustache of the character actor.
No, I would have actually said Wilford Brimley for him because I know his name. It was Ed Lauder. Yeah, you know him. He's been in a couple of things. But no, the guy you're thinking about is a character actor named Mills Watson. He was in like BJ and the Bear, which by the way is an excellent show nobody knows about anymore.
BJ and the Bear.
God, this guy was in a lot of shit. I'm trying to find anything that you might recognize him from, but he did a lot of TV. He was like a day player for a lot of TV shows.
Oh, nice.
Airwolf, Benson, Fame, T.J. Hooker, The Fall Guy, Simon and Simon, A-Team, Murder, She Wrote, In the Heat of the Night. Yeah, this guy was a day player. He didn't want for work. Holy crap, he was in everything. But yeah, he was
a friendly Saint Bernard gets rabies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe Jurassic Park.
If you don't watch the cartoonish kind of like version of that, I would say check out Farrell.
Desert Rose gives the rant a 9. It was see, and then she backs up her opinion, which is what I was saying. That just back up your opinion, and she does. 9. It was probably the longest one and the most emotional one I've ever heard, but I have not been here as long as most of you others.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. You know what it's from? Step Brothers. He's a dad.
Yeah. No. That wasn't Ed Lauder. That was oh goodness, the dude from Cabin Fever. Oh goodness gracious, I used to know his name, but yeah, different actor.
Oh yeah. No, actually, no. He's a villain. He's a Nazi in the. No, he wasn't.
Lauder was. If you saw the
Who was Fitch in Rocketeer? What character was that? He was in the Rocketeer. He played Fitch.
If you saw the parody, Not Another High School Movie, he did the coach thing. That was the character actor.
Yeah, I'm looking at his movies. I've never seen him in any of these movies.
Yeah, it's one of those that guys. You probably have seen him.
He was on Psych.
Yeah. Oh my goodness
Rocketeer,
gracious,
man!
I love Rocketeer. That's good. Let's see. Treat Williams. He's a good actor, but he's not what we're talking about. Okay, everyone in the chat, Jaws 3D or Cocaine Bear? Ooh, okay. All righty, hold on. First of all, I like both of them. Cocaine Bear is a better made movie, but Jaws 3D was filmed in SeaWorld, where I live. You know, I lived right around the corner
against cocaine bears. Even the Cubs had cocaine.
Oh, it was filmed there? That's cool. I didn't know that.
It was filmed at our SeaWorld.
I would just say I do like they're talking about doing a cocaine shark movies.
How are you going to do that?
Cocaine shark?
Yeah.
Wait, did they do like another thing like Meth Gator or something?
They had something like that. Yeah, I remember that. But
Cocaine Bear. Okay, the thing is you call a movie Cocaine Bear and you expect the movie to be much crazier than it actually was. There are some moments of craziness, but it ends up just being a monster movie. And I think it was good. It was entertaining, but it was not the. You call a movie Cocaine Bear, and it needs to be
Mr. Kelly,
basically a very well-made version of Sharknado. You know,
I've seen some of these movies, like Gleam in the Cube. He was Mr. Kelly in that. I don't remember the role though. Like, is he the dad in Gleam in the Cube, or is he like the bad guy? Revenge of the Nerds 2. I haven't seen these movies.
Revenge of the Nerds 2, Trouble in Paradise. He was the
Nerds of Paradise.
He was the because what it was all the fraternities. They were going down to Miami to meet, and he was the head of the jock. What were they called again? It wasn't the Lambdas. Alpha Betas. Yeah, he was the head of that fraternity.
So. I've seen like Youngblood. I've seen Raw Deal. But you know what? You know where I actually remember now? Death Wish 3. That's remembered.
Okay, there you go.
He was Stryker. He was the captain that allowed him to go in and clean up the LA area gangs. So.
I saw Q the Winged Serpent long time ago. Have no memory of it. I hear the bear was barely in it. he's there for enough.
What, a Cocaine Bear? Cocaine Bear the bear was in most of it, majority of it.
So here's an interesting fun fact. I am putting together an auction, and I don't have the books. They say they're going to be delivered tomorrow, so I should have a good amount of books. But it's going to be very underprepared. I'm numbering the pages right now. I'm doing what I can, making sure. But yeah, it's going to be very underprepared.
Oh yeah, Mimic was a
please show up. Don't listen to RDV on the week that I need $600.
No, I'm just saying the if they really were offended by you, they'll get you where it hurts the most.
Yeah,
so that's why
I get it.
I would not make any of your viewers mad.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I need to cultivate the community so I can get more people in the thing.
Don't cultivate them. That sounds scientifically and sounds like
that's what it is. I mean, what do you think? What's his name? Ripa. What do you think he did? That's the same thing EVS did. I mean, Richard started it. He even said that he's only doing the YouTube channel so he could sell comics. So he builds up his audience and he goes, hey, we're going to stick it to the man and make these comics.
You're doing because you like the community. That's the only reason you're doing it.
Oh, I love this community.
But your situation, because you moved out of Florida, became where you had to do the auction. Nonstop.
Well, I had to do it before, but yeah.
Yeah, but not as like this.
No, not like this. No.
You know.
And it wasn't as bad as this. I had contacts in Florida. I didn't have to rely on online. There's the comic book shops around here.
And now he can't afford contacts. That's why he can't see.
Yeah. I've been, oh my gosh, yes. I have been waiting. I actually did spend $40 to get my prescription, but now I can't buy my glasses because I need $150 for the glasses. And every time I'm like, woo, I got $150. It's like, hey, we need, okay, here we go. Dad's sacrifice. That is the rule.
Well,
doesn't mean we can't complain about it, but we have to understand.
Here's the only downside that is you are not wearing your glasses when you're driving, or you don't have the correct.
Oh no, I'm wearing my glasses when
no, but if you have problems seeing, and there's a large database of you saying can't see certain things, where I have problems. Yeah. So if you get an accident and you're, you can get in a lot of trouble.
Maybe. Oh, by the way, MK, Mosquito we played that in the theater.
Oh, dude, that poor guy, they got Billy.
That was so stupid. I loved it.
Me
and Rob and my friends, we loved Mosquito. It was so bad.
I saw that on TV, an edited cut, and it was still gross. That guy got stabbed with mosquitoes.
The edited cut, yeah.
And by the way, what was it called? Mosquito, whatever the comic book was. Highly recommend that.
Skeeter, I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, so I should probably let the girls go to bed.
Oh, sure, why not? So tomorrow we are having an auction. I do have right now in possession. I actually have a lot of great books, including a good amount of these EC reprints. I'm expecting between 40 and 120 new Copper Age, Bronze Age, and so forth. So there you go. So please, The Edge starred not Sean Connery, but the dude Hannibal Lecter and Alec Baldwin. Yeah, good movie. But yes, please show up tomorrow, 8 p.m. We're going to have an auction. Should be great. Also, it's going to be a beg fest because we're trying to get up $600. 5 of it is to help out with the rent because I think we mentioned we're somewhere around 800. 5 is going to help with the rent, and then 100 is going to put gas in the car and dinner on the table. Is basically what we're trying for. All right. That being said, thank you very much for hanging out with us. If you don't mind helping out, going over to Ko-Fi, drop $1 in the till, or as I've said many times, put $5 in and buy a video. And if you buy 3, you get a free one. If you buy an entire season, instead of paying $60, or it will be $50. So there you go. That being said, have a great time, and thank you very, very much for watching.
Night, everyone.
Yeah.